3. So, Freckleston, go ahead and take it away.
Yeah, it's basically just going to be all of the base game maps. So that's Shadows of Evil, The Giant, The Rise and Drex, Zetsubo no Shima, Gorod Krovi, and Revelations. It's going to be all those maps in a row, all speedrunning on solo. So yeah, it's going to be quite a long run, quite interesting, very dynamic with, you know, because all the Easter eggs are very different on every map. It's going to be exciting. It's one of my favorite runs on the game, so I'm excited to show it off. I'm going to have Mikey0006 commentating with me. He also speedruns this game. He knows exactly what he's on about. I mean, what? You know pretty much everything on this game, don't you?
Yeah, I've played this game for quite a bit. I'm excited to see what you can do.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm ready to go. So,
all right.
Do you want me to count you down?
Countdown.
All right, 3, 2, 1, and go.
You bear the mark. You were cursed.
So yeah, the start of this run's really cool. There's a lot of out-of-bounds stuff that I can do. Because if anyone knows this Easter egg, I basically need to get a sword. And to get that sword, I need a certain code. And I'm basically going to go out of bounds to see all these sword symbols. So yeah. And it's all done with the beast mode at the start.
Yeah, the most fun part of this speedrun is right at the start with all this symbol collecting, because you got to bounce a couple times.
Yeah,
he also
get this. We can go start the rituals to get the Pack-a-Punch open.
Yeah, his main objective right now is to open Pack-a-Punch and get all the symbols so he can unlock the sword. That's the first main step of this Easter egg.
So we're going to nuke round 1 here. That way we can get to round 2. Our objective as well is to get to round 3. And that way we'll have enough zombies in the round so that we can fill the soul box that we need to get the sword. And in the meantime, while we're flipping to round 3, we're just going to end a couple rounds. Do a couple rituals as well.
Yeah. You also notice that he's on Nero, the magician. That's intentional because later on in the Easter egg, I'll point it out when we get there. When he picks up his upgraded sword, he needs to interact with the book to progress, and that's inside Nero's lair where he just was.
Alright, here's a cool beast mode. I'm gonna do some tightrope walking in the beast mode right here. See this little wire here, I'm gonna jump on here and then walk up it. And I can hop onto this roof, and then drop down and see the sword symbol. So I know each of the sword symbols by number. So if you ever watch me do this, I'll call it out like that. That was number 8. Then we'll go and get our last one now before going and opening the sword.
Yeah, that skip's relatively new. Well, compared to when this game, or how old this game is.
So now I have all my sword symbols. We can start getting our sword.
They leave you alone when you look like a monster.
And always look at the monkey on the wall for good luck. Very important.
Yeah, right here you'll see him do his first spawn manipulation. So he needs to do this beast mode as fast as he can.
Okay, I messed up my code, so we're gonna have to restart.
Yeah, I thought it was 7.
Did you? Oh, okay. That's fine. There's a fast restart function in the game, so we can just quickly restart like this.
I can hear you.
Yeah, he just wanted to showcase the fast restart function,
definitely.
that's all.
That is not a skill issue.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So I was going to say, I've got to ask, playing this solo is difficult. Like, how easy is it to die for, obviously, someone like you's practiced this a ton?
I mean, it's different on different maps. I think it's quite easy not to die on this map, but
yeah, with
other maps is fairly simple. Other maps, it can be quite hard. Like on Zetsubo no Shima, the boss fight can be really easy, but also really hard at the same time. Because the mini bosses on that map can nearly one-shot you. So if you get caught out at the wrong time, you can just die.
yeah, and the shield doesn't protect you from them either, and their arms just goofy.
Is it good if I end my Discord stream? I'm getting like frame drops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're fine.
Cool.
I can hear you. Are you the one I saw? In my dream?
Oh yeah, there's a boss fight later on that sometimes
Had to.
yeah, there's a boss fight later on that you can sometimes die in.
Oh, on Gorod Krovi,
On
yeah.
Gorod,
That's probably the
yeah.
most common place to die in the run. The boss. Oh god. Hold on. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is probably like the hardest skip in the run right there. Quite easy to mess up if you're not practiced at it.
Yeah, that skip saves a good chunk of time because it allows
yeah.
you to do a different route. And
Usually
allows
you would
to
have to
not ride
take the tram. Yeah.
Yeah, the tram takes about 20 seconds each way.
So it's 179, you agree? I would.
Oh. Yeah.
Must be a method in this.
I know Canals was 7.
Yeah, that's all I
The
need.
other 2 were.
A championship belt. Should not wear it.
Cool. So now the sword is open and we can get going.
Yeah, so now he's going to be doing a spawn manipulation. So he wants to get out of the beast mode as fast as he can. He's going to stand next to the statue where he places his egg and he's going to look at the spawner. And Shadows of Evil is a unique map. Well, Shadows and the Giant, so the first 2 maps. They have a different spawning system and allows you to do spawn or respawn manipulations. Which is why most of the zombies spawned on this side of the map instead of
Suppressed aggression.
in the other spawns, because there's a spawn by like upstairs by the Vesper. I think they can spawn by Mule Kick as well.
I think that's if you're a little bit slow. It's very tight.
Yeah, so here he's going to do another spawn manipulation. He needs to do this beast mode. This one's not as fast. It's more like where you stand.
That's another
That
little
jumps
cool
into-
beast mode, yeah.
Yeah, it saves a couple seconds compared to the normal strat.
So I'm gonna hold my anywhere but here, Gobblegum here, because I'm gonna use it after the ritual in this district to get to the next one quicker. It's gonna teleport me to a random place on the map.
I thank the mysterious forces that have deemed to bless us.
So yeah, we just gotta finish our egg there and then go do this ritual.
Yeah, so this is the second ritual room. If you're playing casually, the order that you do these in doesn't really matter. But the route for this map is very optimized. He's also going to try to end the round here and hope that he gets round 5 zombies.
Yeah, round 5 zombies is very optimal. Round 5
Yeah.
parasites is not very good, but we'll work with it. That's my round.
Yeah, I believe
So I
in
can
the
use my any
zombies.
over here. That's a very good one. That is probably the best one I can get. There's like set locations I can go to, and that's one of the best ones. Ooh. And we got round 5 zombies, so this is like the last checkpoint of what you would be resetting for in a speedrun. Is getting round 5 zombies here, and we, pass that checkpoint, so good to know.
Yeah, so that basically ensures he's going to have a very fast game. He's grabbing the M8 there because the Vesper is easy to run out of ammo on. Not so much in this ritual, but in the next location, he might run out of ammo, so he's just using it as a precaution.
I'm filling the egg here, by the way. From the ritual room, it's quite cool. Since it's so far away.
Yeah, each of those statues where you place the egg is like a soul box, and it's really interesting that the soul box acts like a sphere around it. So you can kill in a
sus nuke.
bunch of different locations in this building. You can also kill downstairs by the bar. The ground where he just fell, very slippery when you fall down.
Yeah. Usually it's quite easy to break free of the slipperiness on the floor, but there's a zombie there. I'm trying not to die. Because if he slaps me, I think I go to red screen because I have Juggernog, but if I don't have Juggernog there, I just insta-die. If the zombie hits me. I'm going to do another spawn manip here, spawn manipulation. And you're going to see every single zombie just pile out this window. So basically, I'm just going to stare at this wall here, and then every single spawn right here. I can just film my egg immediately. It's very cool.
Yeah, this was one of the first spawn we found. I think it was the second one. The first one was
the first one we don't use anymore. Right?
Yeah, the first one we don't use. We used to think it was based off where you stood, but it's really where you're looking.
Yeah. Before we really delved into how the game works.
Yeah, the speedrun's really evolved the last couple years.
So yeah, I'm just doing my last ritual now, and then I can go do the Pack-a-Punch ritual. And then we can... I can get my sword, and I can start my sword upgrade, which is the next step of Easter egg.
Yeah, so the reason why he's holding this round is there's no real reason for him to end it. So he's gonna stall the round end as long as he can and try to start his sword on this round. And then end the round immediately. Because essentially from this point on, aside from a couple side quests, it's just a round speedrun.
That's fine.
Give him perks, please.
Yeah, perks. And more power last.
That's really
yeah.
good.
Very nice. I just need a little bit of money. Because my next gumball hit, the more you hit the gobble gum in a round, the more expensive it becomes. And you can do it a max of 3 times.
Yeah.
Don't
He also
push me.
knows that his next gumball hit's going to be wall power, because the gumballs work on a cycle, and so you have to go through all 5 gumballs that you have equipped before you can get a repeated gumball. You also notice that if he presses tab, he's not actually running the gumballs. He's running Steam offline as a precaution because the Steam servers sometimes a little iffy on this game. So he, just for marathon safety, decided to run offline. He also knows the exact timing of that ritual length, and so he was ready to run out the second that it finished.
I can't actually afford my gun.
Yeah, I noticed that.
That's fine. So, I'm going to use this wall power to purchase the KRM. But I'm kind of broke. I don't have any money.
So, put on QR and build a couple barriers. Take the head. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I can take its head. But I
Yeah,
can
but
kill
you're
this
still short
Marvel.
130.
Nah, we're chilling. Alright.
Yeah. You can insta-kill him, I believe in you.
These clothes are made by the finest
good.
tailors.
Give me a head. Thank you.
I'm not afraid of a little blood.
Yeah, so I'm just going to go buy it now.
So, now with the KRM, he'll be able to insta-kill Marglets, which is
really
one of the
easy to
fun
kill
parts
him,
of this
though.
map.
I was worried. I didn't take a head off him. I got really worried that if my round was going to end, I wasn't going to be able to do another one the next round. But because I took off the head, it spawned a parasite, which meant the round got held. So yeah, while they're spawning, I can just like insta-kill them like that. Pretty neat trick. And what I can also do is bait his slam, and his head will open. But he doesn't feel like slamming for enough, so... But yeah, while he's slamming, I can actually shoot him.
Yeah, he has 2 attacks to slam in the little melee thing. Yeah, so now he's on to his 3rd ovum. 3 out of 4. That's why 5 zombies is optimal, because you can hold the zombie, finish your first ovum, and then go to the second one instantly and do your second one, and then end the bug round fast. And you've done 2 ovums
and get
in about
myself
a
a
minute.
death machine. Makes it a bit easier to kill these marbles.
raindrops here is really nice. He's gonna hope for an anywhere but here when he's scared by the turn location in there.
Yeah, the Margwas can do one of two attacks. It can either slam the ground or we can just like slap you with their tentacles. Yeah, and if they just keep slapping their tentacles, it's really annoying because I can't shoot their heads while they're slamming.
Yeah. And you'll notice that he's insta-killing them. It's actually like a little interesting how he does it. He's watching the order the lights or the heads light up in, and that's the order that you just shoot them in, and you'll be able to insta-kill them pretty much every time, as long as you get the timing down.
So this nuke should end the round. I didn't get any over here, which isn't great. It is my next hit in my cycle, so I think I'm just gonna get it anyway as I go through the rift here. Yeah, so the gum cycle is random, but I need to get one of each of my gumballs before it goes on to the next cycle. So that's how I know this one's going to be anywhere but here. And the zombie's on my head. Thank you.
Yeah, when you're going up stairs and, well, slopes in this game, really, zombies like dancing on your head.
Like
and
standing
it's really
on your head,
easy to
you
down
can't
to them.
move. Yeah, because you can't move, and they just start windmilling you.
Yep, and it's really hard to shoot them. And he has Widow's Wine, so he'll be fine to one, but if you're running without Widow's Wine, you can down to them really easily.
But notice how I was like baiting the Margwas to come towards me and slam them, and I could shoot their heads. I did it twice to take both his heads. Whereas earlier, they were just running up to me and just slapping me, so I couldn't do it. But now we're going to upgrade our sword, and this is why having Nero is important, right?
Yeah.
'Cause I can upgrade my sword right here, and then the next thing that I need to do in the Easter egg is right here, and I can just interact with it straight away. If I'm any other character, where I upgrade my sword with that ghost will be different depending on who I am. So let's say I'm the cop, the policeman. I would have to go and do it in the ritual room all the way over there where you saw me fill my egg. And then run back here to lift the bug.
Yeah, that's why he resets for a certain character. I know you're anywhere but here as well.
Oh, of course, of course. So I'm going to get the flag right here. I'm going to use my name over here and hope I go to a location close, which I did, which is very cool. So I'm just going to place it down wherever I go. Now it's just like a defense. There's not really any way to speed this up. I just have to make sure it doesn't die. It's going to send loads of mobs at me. I'm just going to shoot them when they spawn, basically.
Yeah, as much as we want to be able to speed it up, there's no way to.
If you're not practiced at this, it can be very hectic and quite difficult. I know a lot of people do struggle with this.
Yeah, a lot of people run a gumball called Fear and Headlight so that the meatballs don't actually move when you're looking at them.
So I place my next one down here. And then after I've done 2 of these sort of like little lockdowns here, I have to take flag up to the ritual room. And I have to do this 4 times.
Each of those ritual rooms are where he picks up the sword depending on the character. That's why he resets for Nero, or this certain character he's playing. Nero's also voiced by Jeff Goldblum, I think is his name.
Yeah. I know him as the guy who plays what's he called in Thor Ragnarok, the Grandmaster, and he has his melt stick. Yeah, these little purple things on the floor will hurt you if you run through it. So I'll just run through one now. They won't kill me, but they do a big chunk of damage. So generally, you want to avoid them. I knew I was safe there, so I could just show that.
Yeah, you'll get red screened very easily by them.
Yeah, definitely.
Careful. Same for the meatballs. Meatballs can be vicious at times.
So now I just need to end the round. Oh, I got spawned in.
Yeah, so he's gonna stand, I think, by a gumball and try and get nukes.
Yeah, I want to try and get nukes too.
Just because the spawns in canals, which areas right now, kind of rough.
I got my rain. So the next round can potentially be what we call a meatball round. It's just got spawned in loads of those meatballs that you saw on the flag. And if I get that, where would I actually go? Because usually I come here to end that round, but
Probably Footlight.
I've already done this. Go Footlight. Yeah.
Yeah, but life for the meatball round is quite good. That's what we used to do. That's what we do in co-op still.
But since it's a zombie round, we're gonna go up to spawn. So, quickest way up is just to run all the way up these stairs. I should probably mention the fastest way to run around in this game is to slide hop. You've probably been seeing me doing it all game. You'll see me doing it throughout the entire run. It's just the fastest way to move.
Yeah, it allows you to be at max speed.
Probably cycle.
Indefinitely. Yeah, this is your second hit, right? Or third?
Fourth. Yeah, fourth.
Yeah,
Cycle nuke
sorry.
next.
Yeah, and you would have hit in the bug round as well. So you're
I'll just take
guaranteed
it now. Yep. So the world record for this map individually is a 21-minute and 6-second run by myself. That's a very, very, very good time. I don't think I'll beat it anytime soon. It relies on you getting really good anywhere but his, as well as playing really well. So you got to play near perfectly.
Was funny because he was very upset about it because he knew that he was so close to his goal of a 20-minute run.
So close.
But he ran out of ammo in one location and lost the time.
You're spawning out here. So as I'm stood in here, I know every single spawn point from the zombies, so I can just shoot them when they spawn. It's going to be one on the stairs, one at the top of the stairs, one in this window here. I can shoot the door right there because they spawned there, and right here as well.
Yeah, you also sometimes see him shoot at walls. He's not actually shooting at the wall, he's shooting a spawner that's behind the wall. Because for death machines, the walls aren't really solid. They have really good bullet penetration.
I can nuke.
Have they finally fallen silent?
So yeah, now we're just going to run down and get our third flag. This round is guaranteed to be a meatball round now. It's either on round 9 or round 10. This is the optimal one. I do want round 10 meatballs. It's very ever so slightly faster. So if I did get on round 9, I wasn't really stressing that much.
Yeah, it's only a couple seconds. It's not a big deal.
Unlike the first one, right? Where it's very important that you get it on round 6, right?
Yeah, like 9 or 10 meatballs is not a reset condition. 5 bugs or 5 parasites is a reset condition.
And just hit that trap there, tell me.
If you're playing this route, which is the record route, you are pretty much forced to reset 5 bugs.
Yeah. There's actually a small misconception with this step, isn't there, with the Shadow Man? You'll occasionally see the villain, this guy right here, the Shadow Man. He'll spawn in, and people think that he's gonna break my flag. Like, he's just gonna straight up destroy it, and that's why I have to shoot him. But he doesn't actually destroy it. He just like spawns in these annoying bugs that I'm gonna have to kill because they will make my round slower in the future.
Yeah, they slow down the round. They make it annoying to aim because it's hard to see.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's the only reason why I need shooting. Why did you spawn these? Yeah, I just gotta place that down there, and then we'll just run outside, and again, just end around.
The hitboxes for these meatballs spawn in when you see the little light on the ground. That's why you see them shooting at like pretty much nothing.
All the parasites spawned in the roof.
Yeah, the parasites like running away from us and into spots we can't actually shoot them.
See how fast that round was? Oh.
Yeah, it's very quick.
So now it's just one more of these to do, and then we can move on to the next map. There's a very cool... So throughout the run, my anywhere but here's have been completely random. Like, I could have gone anywhere on the map, but this next one that you're going to see me do is guaranteed. It's quite a recent find, really. I think it's just about a year old now, I think. But I'm basically guaranteed to teleport to the boss fight room, which basically makes it a necessity to get this to the ending.
Yeah, it's like...
So yeah, that's why I'm just holding it now.
Probably.
Oh yeah, 20 seconds? Yeah, I think so.
At least.
Because otherwise I would have to place the flag at the bottom and then run all the way back to the rift portal over there to go and do the boss fight. But I'd have to do that now. Each of these flag blockdowns are 30 seconds long, by the way, so as soon as I place it down, I know exactly when it's going to finish.
Yeah, the anywhere but here that you're going to see in a second was found accidentally.
Yeah, it was actually.
So one of the records got lucky and got an anywhere but here close to the boss. And then someone else, I mean, it was pretty much needed to get record at the time.
Yeah.
Now it is, no matter what, but... So they would always have anywhere but here, and the first hit would never get it, the second hit would, because it's timing based, it's not really...
Yeah, because you're going to see me wait here. I'll place the flag, and then my brother right here is going to turn red, right? And then when he's red, I can anywhere but here, and I'll go right here, straight to the boss fight. Boss fight, but I think this is the first one I ever did, right, on VO3, so it's quite tame compared to the other ones. I'm just going to shoot this guy a couple of times.
Yeah, if you're not, like, hours and hours
that's
deep,
time for that map. And now we can just end game and go into the next one.
Yeah, what time did you get? I'm curious.
23:01.
Cool.
Which I think for the first overview time loss, that wasn't bad.
And I mean, that counted the reset, right?
No, it didn't. So whatever time
no.
you guys have, that's what I got. So probably about 25 something with the reset.
Yeah, 26-ish.
Yeah.
But wow, that's really fast.
Yeah, that's still good. And then
You also...
what would happen in that game as well, like if I was playing for world record, I would have reset. Because if you notice, when I was ending the round at Footlight, I didn't get my anywhere but here, which I need for world record. But I didn't get it. So yeah, that's just a little bit of the RNG in this run.
Yeah.
Now this map's going to be quite quick. It's
this map's about a minute and a half.
yeah. What the world record's on 1 minute and 5 seconds. Is it 5 or is it
I thought it
7?
was 107.
Yeah, 107. That's it.
Yeah. You also noticed Shadows ended a little early from what you probably remember if you played this when you were younger. Solo stops when you capture the Shadow Man. You can actually do the next step without 4 players at the start of your game. You could technically do it with 2 people.
Now, I'm just going to hope that I get spawns in this window here, because the gumball machine is through that door. And I need...
Yeah, you're going to get an 8 and a 10-second spawn, I believe.
I got 3. Wow. That is very lucky. And the first gun is... Wow, rain. That is perfect.
Yeah, that one's lucky.
Yeah, so I was going to ask, like, watching, you know, I obviously watched your run and a bunch of other runs while prepping for this, but, like, how important is gums in, like, getting the correct one?
Yeah, it's like almost... It's like probably the most important part of the run, really. So like, if you don't get raindrops at the start of Shadows, it's pretty much a reset. That's if you're playing for world record anyway. A few of the maps have like a few different gums that you can play at the start. I should be able to throw this now and it should work. So I basically need to shoot some things, and I'm not really good at this map. So I'm just going to go ahead and shoot it normally. But what you can do is actually just throw grenades at these things I need to shoot. It makes it a lot faster. The world record holder is obviously very good at it, and I'm not, but there we are.
Yeah, the record holder. It was the one that taught us. Bug did.
Yeah.
Taught us both, because
I'm going to try it
both
regardless.
Okay, I know you're going to hit the VMP one.
I didn't. Should we try again?
Oh, absolutely. It's only like 10 seconds. It's not a big deal.
I missed again. All right.
Okay.
Let's just go shoot it normally.
Yeah, there's these. It's a bear, a monkey, and I forget what the other one is. A bear, a monkey bomb, and something else that spawns in here.
Yeah, so
And you're just
that's time.
collecting the
Right
toys.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, this game's
Very
done
quick
by
map.
in-game time, but the time you're on screen is just RTA.
Yeah. I wouldn't be against changing to RTA.
Yeah, RTA would be sick for this category, but then it would just be a spec war for hard drives, I'd assume. Never actually timed load times on an SSD versus a hard drive, but I know versus console, the load times are insane, like the difference.
Yeah. All right, now
Make it like loadless.
here's one of everyone's favorite maps. The Horizon
this
Track,
is-
the one with all the bows.
Yeah, this is probably the most popular map on Black Ops 3.
Yeah, I'd think
Oh,
so.
are you gonna have to do all 4 bows? I hope not. I hope not.
I hope not. Let's just
So
hope.
because he's running offline, we're just gonna hope for the best that he's, he only has to do 1 bow. But worst case, he is proficient at doing all the bows, so he'll be fine. Just to be a little slower. Yeah, if you want to do only 1 bow, or well, 1 bow per player in your lobby, when you're doing this Easter egg, you just set your game to be ranked. and
Yeah,
it'll
this could
count.
get messy. No way, I get raindrops again, right? Oh, what
No,
a shame.
no way. At that point, I'd call a friend. Like, are you sure you didn't do it?
Find ourselves face to face with another twisted incarnation of the jungle.
700.
The second map ended quickly because that Easter egg's very quick. You're just collecting some parts for the Annihilator. If you do it like classics or no gums, you have to turn on Pack-a-Punch and Pack-a-Punch a weapon, but he just used one of his gumballs to be able to do that.
All right, well,
So he just
That's
got a
not very
terrible
good.
gum cycle.
yeah. So you were talking about how important gumballs are. I got really unlucky with my gums, and this run is going to be a bit dicey now.
Yeah, so now it'll be closer to like a 30-minute run rather than like a 28-minute run, which
Yeah, the first gumball hit on this map is so important.
it shows.
Luckily, I can just
The-
end
the
around and hit them again. I am guaranteed some sort of money next, which is going to save me.
Yeah, the reason why he
Alright,
needs
done.
money is in order to run this route, you need what 500 and 1,000 and 1250.
It's 3,000.
750. Is it 3K? Okay.
Yeah, it's 3,000.
3,000 points.
That does 750. This one's 1,000. Next door's 1,250.
Okay, I thought it was a 500 door.
No.
Yeah, to get to the first dragon location, in order to unlock the bow, is 3,000 points. Can't really do that without raindrops or extra credit.
There we go.
And we don't run shopping free because we need stuff to end rounds more than we need to open doors.
So now I'm going to hit the
just
box,
reset
and I'm
the
looking for one thing. I'm looking for the rocket launcher. It's going to be really helpful in the boss fight, because it near enough one-shots him, right?
Yeah, and
Otherwise,
and solo one hits him.
I'm going to hold my MR6, because the MR6 is the second best thing. I just pack a punch up, and the boss will go down really quickly. Oh, there we go. I got it. So now I can just swap out my MR6, so I don't need it anymore. And now we're just going to feed for dragons.
Yeah, the XM isn't a necessity because you can just get lucky and get a low health boss. But you want it because it basically ensures that you're getting a fast keeper kill.
This is probably the slowest part of the run. I'm just going to have to fill all these dragons, and I can only go as fast as the game lets me, really. It's
Yeah.
8 kills per dragon. I have 5 in right now. And notice
notice
where
that
I'm
it's-
killing. I'm killing basically towards the back of where the zombies can be killed and be eaten. And I'll give the dragon the fastest animation for eating the zombies, so we'll be ready for the next one basically at the fastest time.
Yeah, the difference between the fastest and the slowest kill location is about 2 seconds. So 2 seconds times 8 zombies is 16 seconds a dragon.
Yeah,
You're doing
it
3
is.
of these, it adds up fast. So he will, whenever possible, try to kill in the fastest location. You see him turning on these anti-grav, or not anti-grav, the jump pad things, because he's going to need to collect the part later on, and it allows him to fast travel across the map.
I need to be careful with my kills here.
Yeah. So the way power-ups work in this game, there's like a hidden point system. But the easiest way to think about it is the more money you get, the more likely you are to get a power-up. So when he pops one of these credits, he is very likely to get a drop on the next zombie he kills.
You just saw it there. Popped a credit.
Wherever it come from.
Drop next kill. That's 4.
The ingredients are as indefinable as the flavor.
You'll see him use that more on a map like Revelations. If he gets extra credit first, I'll point it out when we get there. But he'll pop a credit and then try and get a double point out of one of the zombies that he gets. Because that map is very
That's
expensive.
7. And now I'm keeping all of these because I only have 2 spare zombies in the round to finish the next dragon on this round. But I can just kill number 8 and we can run down to the next one. And I'm gonna try and turn on all these pads, but it might get a bit dicey.
Yeah.
Since all my zombies are gonna spawn in and start trying to kill me. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do it. But basically, usually I would be on right at the start around 4 at this point, and I would turn on all my pads as soon as I can. That way, when I get my bow and shoot all the bonfires for the lightning bow, the anti-grav will be on by the time I get back down here to do the wall run step. The timing works perfectly. But since I wouldn't have been able to put it on because of all the zombies, I'm just gonna put it on when I come back down. I think that's 5. Yeah, it is. 6.
Yeah, you know when you're on good pace on this map, when you can make it down here before the anti-grav turns back on.
7.
May this gum fill my heart with fire.
And as soon as I kill this guy, we're gonna go get our bow.
If I chew faster, will it make power?
And I'll be here waiting for it, basically. It's very nice. And that's a
Yeah, he wants-
5:51 bow by my time, which we're already about a minute behind WR, but that's fine.
Yeah, WR of the individual now. Oh. Even though this super time's actually insane.
Yeah,
he wants
yeah.
5 dogs here, and he got it. Which is kind of cool. Because he wants to be able to just burn the dog round so that he can fill his urns for the lightning bow on the next round. Because if he got 6 dogs, he'd have to hold. Yeah, let's see if he can hit Kuki's shot.
Oh, I did. There we are.
Oh my god, let's go. Free
Over the
time
roof.
save.
So I'm shooting these like wooden bonfires, and you can do them so fast if you know where to shoot. And you can just sort of ping that one over the roof there. And usually I would get down here, and the anti-grav would be on waiting for me, so I could do this wall run right here. But because of all those zombies, I'm gonna have to turn it on by myself and do it like this, which is slower, but sometimes you gotta make do with it.
Yeah, it's not that much slower. Maybe 10 seconds. Not a big deal.
Now we're gonna TP down to the rocket test. We're gonna start filling our urns. We're just gonna rush for lightning bow as fast as we can, because that's the bow that we'll be using.
Yeah, the lightning bow's by far the fastest bow to build.
Oh, that's really lucky. So we got anywhere but here. First hit into my next gun cycle, which was basically a 1 in 5. It's exactly what I want here, because I'm gonna shoot this and then I'm just gonna use it. And I've got relatively close to my next urn, which is really good. So that'll be a really good anywhere but here and WR speedrun. Just gotta throw these Widow's Wine away, I don't really need them. I actually did. I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, I kind of want them.
Always find their target.
I need 5 kills, and obviously they're all gonna come in straight away. Now I would shoot the one in the window there, but there's a bit of a crowd there, so we're just gonna jump over and use this one to shoot this. And then fill up our last one.
His fans were chasing him out the door. So you had to go next.
Now, what I'm going to try and do here is get a drop. because you can actually manipulate the rocket test. It's basically done by getting a power up. So I'm gonna try and get a Widow's Wine drop, so that's why I'm meleeing the zombies like this. I'm not getting one, which is a shame, but
Yeah, I mean,
very good for
we're able to get one. Of course, the rocket test when you get downstairs. I guess you
Just
want
around
to
them.
take.
and I was gonna snipe this last one and get a lightning bow arrow.
Yeah, you'll notice that he's ending the round before he shoots this last shot. He wants to end the round because the round transition takes a long time. And either way, respawning zombies spawn quicker than rush zombies, I guess would be the way to put it.
I'm just gonna use my second anyway, but here. And I would be trying to go down to the bow room, so actually if you flip those anywhere but his around, it would be really good, but I'm gonna make do with what you
be
got.
super excited about it.
So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna take note of when my rocket starts. So since I put in my bow there, my rocket test just started. And from now it'll be 2 minutes and 45 seconds till the next one goes off. And I'm gonna want to catch that next rocket test. Because I need the Ragnarok piece. It's also worth mentioning that it takes 20 kills to fill this soul box. So yeah, I'm just basically waiting for spawns, and then we can go start the wisp step, which has some interesting mechanics, right?
Yeah, no, the way the wisps work is they go to the closest locations to you, the two closest locations in solo. And so you'll see them, the first one completely random, but after that, it'll be the two closest locations to each respective wisp location.
Yeah, I'm gonna know exactly where it goes.
Yeah, you'll see how smart Jack is. There's a reason why Freckleston has the record on this map. It's not just his movement, it's
So
just his
optimally,
insane
it could be
knowledge of all
there
maps.
or on the clock there, and I didn't get it. So I'm just gonna go check all the wisps in like the fastest location order. Now I can see this one through the wall. I'm actually quite happy I got this. You see the spark through the wall and then hit it. So now the next one can either go to the radio here or where the power switch is. So it's not at the radio. Really good time to hit the gumball there, by the way. So I know it's there. There is a glitch on this where the wisp can actually be invisible. So I'm gonna really hope I don't get that.
Yeah, it's pretty unlikely, but I would not be surprised if he gets it.
So now the next one's gonna be at the clock or up in the clock tower where I did my third urn. It's in the clock tower. I'm gonna try and hit it through the window here. It's a nice little shot you can do.
Yeah, there are a lot of cool shots that you can do in this map. Yeah, you'll hear an audio cue if it did work.
If not, I'll have to go
A
back
couple
up.
seconds after.
Oh, there we go. So that audio cue there proves that I hit that shot through the window. And then I can just TP.
Yeah, just let him know that he's the best player. That's what he wants you to do.
Now, there's two things I want to grab. I just picked up some fuses off this box. The blue canister there. And also, my guy, Mr. Groff right here. No, Dr. Groff even. He's going to put a code into the safe, and he's putting some valuables in there that I kind of want. Right
I believe it's going to be
key
DLL.
card and some fuses. Oh, did he put them in? I don't know. Anyway, he's going to put his code in. RDR, and I'm going to have to basically remember that. Usually I just write it down somewhere. RDR.
Yeah, you also notice that he threw away his Widow's Wines after he grabbed the max ammo when he upgraded his bow, because the Widow's Wine and pretty much anything that causes damage can fail the wisp. We don't want that.
That was how as soon as I came up the
just works
teleporter there, I spawned a drop, and it started to rocket test immediately. That was a bit
There's more
chaos
technical
right
stuff
there.
that goes into that, but all that you really need to know is after a certain amount of time, a power-up will instantly start the rocket test. And that's what he was abusing. So there's essentially no RNG at this for that rocket test start.
I do
He
need to
wants anywhere but
cycle.
here, but I don't think he can get it unless he gets a 1 in 5.
It's going to be very close.
You know, perfect
No.
world he gets
Well,
anywhere but here.
that's 5th hit right there. I'm on a new cycle. I'm not going to bother trying to get it. Maybe it's at the wheel. I can hit a nice shot. Oh, it's not there. Okay.
Nikolai has not had this much fun since.
He hasn't started Void. I believe he's only going to have to do one, though.
I really hope I do, because it kind of kills the run of it.
Yeah, if he has to do all 4 bows, it won't take long, but it is time loss. But he'll be able to showcase all the bows, which is kind of cool. All 4 bow speedruns. Make that a category. That'd be cool, honestly.
We just go to the next map now. Is that boxes?
How long do you think the 4 bows would take?
Another like half an hour.
Like 10 minutes? You think half an hour?
No, it won't, but it'll take a while.
No, probably like 10 minutes.
So I put in my code. I should have checked power, shouldn't I? Okay, I'll check out my way down. That's what I like to call a cringe wisp. Because the 50-50 of where it can go is like 2 really far away places. One of them is going to be really good here, but the other one is really going to give me some time loss. And I will need to hit it. So let's see. Let me see this.
Build percentage category, now I'm block ups 3.
Yeah, so I got the good one. The other one would be on that car right there. So it would be really annoying.
Okay, and he could hit a sick jump shot, but kind of hard to hit.
Ah, don't. No, it's just a bit Simon Says here. Pretty simple.
Yeah, this part here is just almost an auto-scroller. Not really, because you can save a little bit of time by being quick with it. But I like to call it an auto-scroller. This map from a speedrunner's perspective is just all auto-scrollers. Aside from the wisps. Yeah, I believe you got this.
That was close. I started,
Yeah, so you started rocket test there with that death machine power-up that spawned. Kind of scary.
Yeah, I started getting a bit nervous.
It
I did
is
not
not
make
really...
it.
Yeah, he couldn't really have done that much quicker than what he did. So he would have got killed and then spawned inside the rocket test and just lost a ton of time and all his perks. And I think his bow, because his bow is his mule kick weapon right now.
Yeah, I think so, right? I'm gonna hit my last whisper.
Yeah, the wisps are on a timer, so he does have to be a little quick with them. Very rarely will he fail a wisp, though, due to time.
Can you stop hitting me? 1,
Should have run other way.
2. Are you last? Yeah. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. And that's 8, and now we can TP for the second time. Now, optimally, I'm gonna try and kill him, actually. I want to kill that zombie as I'm jumping over. It's kind of difficult to do, and if you do it at a really bad time, then I'll have to do that entire step again, which obviously I don't want to do. So it's really tight on the timing of when you can kill him.
Yeah, that's why you saw him shooting while he was midair, because that gives him the best chance at making it to the teleporter. Because if he doesn't make it to the teleporter, it's a very bad scenario where he's stuck in this animation here. And it's like
my goal here is to
loss.
get a rock out of this case here, but if I kill the zombie too fast, it won't let me open it. So I'm just kind of stuck in here waiting, and then I have to go and do it again.
Yeah, and then he has to redo both Simon Says, and then redo this animation again. And it's just a bad scenario all around.
I didn't call in Dempsey, did I?
No.
Alright.
You ran right by it.
So,
you looked like me.
Yeah, I'm a little bit silly. I was meant to call in Dempsey.
Yeah, a small mistake. Not a big deal, because he can just fort up the zombies and he'll be fine.
With the Panzer?
But ideally he calls in a piece from the... That's what the Simon Says is for. He's going to interact with a little green light here on the death ray. And
I'm
it's
worried
going to
about his
spawn apart in
Panzer.
about 20 seconds. But it'll be fine. I believe in you. Just blick him with the XM.
There he is.
show off the power of the XM.
You think strength in numbers will give advantage?
Yeah, the annoying attack for the Panzers is most definitely the shock charge on this map. He can do a couple attacks. He can melee you, he can
went up,
flamethrower
right?
you, and he can...
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
In a better time also.
Yeah, so these Panzers are different to the Origins ones. The Origins ones are really easy to deal with because it's just a flamethrower and the hook's easy to dodge and to escape. Can't really do anything about the shock charge.
Yeah, that Panzer was ready to give me a warm welcome.
Yeah. So here he's going to get 20 kills. You're going to notice he's not going to shoot very many charge shots in this location because the lightning bolt that spawns in from the charge shots likes to move around and kill zombies out of bounds, or out of this soul box range. Yeah, so when he sees the lightning bolt moving to a bad location, he's going to shoot again and force it to be in a good location. And now here's where we hope that the game only makes him do one bow.
Yeah.
I think we have built better mousetrap.
I think it should, because the other offline thing that I have does do that. And I think he did it
Yeah, and
based on that.
Yeah, I would assume he just copy pasted it. I'm gonna hope he did at least. Yeah, the shock charges are very annoying. He won't get a keep or a Panzer until.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, so right here is also why you needed the rock. You need to place it for the.
Yeah, right.
Thank you, Scrappy. We love you, Scrappy.
No, thank you, Scrappy.
That rock, he placed it, because otherwise you can't actually kill this keeper. I did not know that when I was learning this map, and so I may or may not have reset like 4 or 5 runs when I got to this keeper, because I didn't know. Because none of the tutorials actually showed it. Which is very unfortunate. I found out through one of the speedrunners who was like, yeah, you should probably know that.
Oh, my spawn door isn't open. Okay.
Oh,
I don't actually know where he's going. Yeah,
you might want to get the rag part though.
That's what I was getting, yeah.
Yeah, I saw it in the corner of my eye. Yeah, Scrappy's a friend of ours. Very good at coding the game and reading it and telling us what's going on exactly rather than us just guessing. Because we give him like educated guesses and he's like, actually this is exactly what's going on, right? Like if you just picture this emote, that's exactly what Scrappy looks like.
Are we excited for ZNS?
Oh my god.
ZNS is probably the most interesting map.
Yeah, ZNS is a very complex, not complex. It has a lot of variations of what can happen just because the entire Easter egg is building the wonder weapon and doing your challenges. So if he gets perfect challenges, you're going to hear him very excited. If you hear him say something like mutating purple plans, it's not going to be too happy.
Yeah, because whole egg revolves around me finishing my challenges, right?
Yeah. But we'll explain that when we get there. Yeah, this part of the egg, just 4 soul boxes, about 20 kills apiece. Each bow, plus or minus a couple kills. Right, Void Bow takes the least amount of kills. I don't know which one takes the most.
I think I think Lightning Bow is the most. I could be wrong, but it's only by like 2.
Yeah, they're all within 2 kills, so this isn't actually what the time save is.
I might be wrong, but Firebow might be 22.
Yeah, the other bows are just extremely slow or RNG based to get. That's why we don't get them. Lightning's the most consistent and just so happens to be the quickest.
See, that nuke was a little early. I'd actually think it's early. I think I just despawned everything.
Yeah, I know that a couple of years back, people tried running with the other bows to see if they could get a faster time, like with the Void Bow. Because the Void Bow, if you get perfect RNG, can be very fast, but you need symbols to spawn in. And
And the other
Good
bad
luck getting
part about
those.
ZNS, you need the... If anyone's ever done the Easter egg, you need the bullet from the plant. And the bullet doesn't like to show up. So I'm going to try my best to do everything I can to get it. Because usually in a world record pace speedrun, you would just shoot the plants with a KT4 once. But I'm going to make sure I shoot them as much as I can to make sure I get the bullet.
Yeah,
Shooting the
think my
plants more gives
slowest
you higher
time-
chance, right?
Yeah. More likely to upgrade, not so much for more likely to get a bullet. Because if the plants upgrade, there's math that goes on behind the scenes, and it increases based off how many times you didn't get bullet.
I think this is a terrible D time, especially because I forgot to call Dempsey in.
What time are you at?
24. I'm going to be 24:30 going in.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
30, 31. I mean, so he's on Nikolai right now. Ideally, he gets Richthofen, which is the German character for this, for a quote skip at the end, but it's not a massive deal. Only a few seconds.
Now you're going to see the XM53 in action right now.
Yeah, the XM puts in work.
I remember back in the day playing this, I used to like run around in circles. This boss fight was so hectic before I learned you could literally just stand still and shoot a lightning bow shot and you're completely safe.
Yeah, just make sure you're not standing in one of those fire pillars that spawns in.
Now, the Keeper has a few different attacks. If he ever sends dogs at me, that's slow. So we don't want any dogs. And every time he goes in the middle like that, I just place my Ragnaroks down. He'll turn and face me, thinking he's all big and hard, and then I just shoot him with my rocket launcher, and he gets hurt.
And show him how it's done. I don't know if you actually have to upgrade the rocket launcher for it to do that much damage. Do you know?
If you're in a situation between getting rain or papping, get rain.
I think yeah. So now he's looking for Andrews to spawn in, because this is pretty much the only part that he can speed up in his control besides killing the dogs.
Yeah, the death machine's very strong.
Boss. Yeah, you also see him hold his death machine out because he needs a couple more kills to recharge his Ragnaroks, because for some reason
The bow gives me lower charge.
Yeah, the bow gives you less charge, but you also don't have enough time to charge it. Once you get a ton of dogs without killing them with the death machine.
So notice how I got dogs there, and he took so long to start his next attack because of it. Whereas he just does this attack here, he'll send his heads out, and he moves. Ready to do his next one.
Yeah, he has a certain number of attacks that he has to do before he can go to the middle and do his massive attack. If you don't have your Ragnarok's charge when he goes to the center, you just have to stand behind one of these pillars because he does a big lightning bolt attack that'll insta-kill you. But he should always have his Ragnarok's charge because he just knows exactly what to do.
Yeah. That's why the XM's so good, he just one-shot him.
Yeah, had he not got the XM, he would have to be playing for a good keeper health bar energy. Because if he has to reload the MR6s, it's just slow. That's crazy.
Really
Yeah.
good Panzer spawns.
Yeah, this boss fight's honestly really cool the first time you do it.
Yeah.
Even
This
the
is the
first few
first
times
boss
you do
fight
it.
they ever did, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's the Shadows boss fight, but like
It's not really
that's
count, does
not
it?
even. Yeah, you're out of there in less than 15 seconds. Like this one's 5-6 minutes long.
Yeah, so we got dogs again there, that's not good. Slows us down a little bit.
Yeah, he also has 2 dog attacks that he can do. He can do dogs and fogs. That's what some people call them.
Yeah, for fake
No,
dogs.
Fogs. Yeah, the fake dogs. Yeah, so we call
These
them fogs
are
for
real
short.
ones, right? Yeah.
Yeah, real dogs, bad vibes. Fogs, whatever. No one cares. We can pet the dog.
Resident Sleeper.
Not really. It's not like can you pet the dog in Cold War?
If you turn it, yeah. The play
Yeah, I
count.
think you can.
Now that's his last attack, and then after this little shot here, he'll be dead, and then we can go and finish Easter egg and move on to the next map. Gotta do a little quote skip at the end though. Now,
Yeah, you'll see him.
I'm gonna try and get the key here. I can actually
so you
pick
can
up
actually-
the thing that I need in the white screen that's about to happen. And it
we'll
depends
see
on my
how much of
character
it-
spawns.
How much of an expert Jack is on spawn locations.
I'm close to it. I'm not very close to it.
Yeah, you'll hear a sound effect. Did you end up in the well? Is that what happened? Oh, no,
That's
not even
like
close. You got the right side at least.
I thought I spawned somewhere else until I realized last second, so I started mixing my movement.
Yeah, normally when you spawn as Nikolai in the co-op, you go towards the well and it's really easy. So one person picks up the key and the other one places it.
I thought I was like Takio spawns at first, and then I was like, hang on, I'm at the dragon, aren't I? Yeah, I started messing around.
Yeah, so that is DE. Pretty much. I mean, the moon's gonna blow up. That's just
quote
lore
skip
stuff.
there.
Yeah, he's going to quote skip. It's not much time on Nikolai. The most on
miss?
Coffin, but
No, I didn't. Okay. I regen health too quick. So yeah, normally Nikolai would speak, and then Rixoffin would speak like he is now. But by downing, I skipped my quote and straight to Rixoffin's. If you're playing as Rixoffin, you can just skip his quote entirely, and it will go straight to the cutscene as soon as the moon blows up. But that's the Reisendrak. In 30 minutes, that was.
30 minutes. That's not bad.
But 30:06 on my turn.
For the
That was
gumball
pretty
at the start.
Yeah.
Yeah. What'd you get? Nukes ABH perks. Gross.
Yeah.
It's not bad. Yeah. If you hear us say ABH as anywhere but here, it's that gumball he uses to teleport around.
All right. That's about time.
Yeah. This one is probably my favorite speedrun. Sorry.
All right, everyone. We're going to take a quick couple-minute break, get up, stretch, get a drink, come back, and we'll be right back with the Super Easter Egg Showcase. All right, we're back, everyone. Welcome back. Hope everyone's nice and stretched and ready. We're going into Zetsubu no Shima. Take it away.
Yeah, I'll start up. Again, this map's really interesting because the whole premise of this Easter egg really is finishing my challenges at the challenge totem. So my challenges can range from really good and I can do them really fast, or it can give me things like 20 kills with the fam trap, or 15 kills while zombies are attracted to plants, and they suck. They're really bad.
Yeah. Yeah. You want him to get like, you know, for the top challenge, you want him to get like 5 heads from a Thrasher. 30 plane trap kills. Spiders is alright, but we don't really want it.
But that's why Zetsubo in Super Egg runs is really interesting, because it really shows you who knows the map the most, you know?
Yeah, like ZNS, ZNS was
Alright, that's really good. Yeah,
call it.
very good. Nothing that's gonna really slow me down, so we're fine.
Yeah, plane trap power-up's alright. He'll probably just do the power-up while he's trying to get the bullet. I had to guess, unless he gets a lucky seed and some blue water and spawn.
Well, I got the blue. Do we play for it? I think we do, right?
Maybe. I mean, you may as well, right? Like, what's the worst that could happen? You don't get it, you gotta water at plane trap instead.
Alright. Well, that gumball isn't very good.
Yeah, so he wants to get a money gumball here. Anywhere but here is not going to do that for him. Fun fact, anywhere but here is required on this map. It's the only map that requires you to run a certain gumball.
Yeah.
Which I think is interesting. Surprised they didn't make it like on the first map to emphasize the fact that gumball use is going to be very important in this game. Because usually the developers are very good at showcasing what their game is going to be all about.
I'm just spawning down there. Insta. I can go start my plant.
Show a plant some love. Maybe it'll love you back.
Alright, I need to end this round so I can hit gum again.
Yeah.
So
the different watering, or the waters in this map can give you different types of plants. The power-up comes from blue water, so that's why he watered that one
Yeah.
with blue water.
That's why I didn't hit Gummer. I was gonna go check the score, but I'm like, if I get perks, I'm gonna be stuck again. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah, he got another unlucky gum cycle, but on this map, unlucky gum cycles aren't as big of a deal as on ZNS or on DE, which is the last map you played. So you can at least make progress with a bad gum cycle. On DE, you can't progress until you get to the dragons.
Yeah, you saw me hesitate at the door, didn't you? I was like, do I hit Gum or do I hit the score?
Yeah,
What's next?
would you have plane trap power up?
Yeah. So I need to hold my rain.
Yeah, so you're gonna see a very unfortunate that he won't be able to get raindrops and extra credits. You get an extra 10,000 points.
Extra credits my next hit, and I can just pop them all on the double points from my raindrops. But unfortunately, I need my raindrops, my plane trap here.
Yeah, this challenge is one of the coolest ones to see done. Glad that he gets to showcase it, because he's gonna stand directly under the plane trap after he starts the skull and shoot 2 spawners, so that all the zombies spawn out of the other 2 spawners that are directly under the plane trap blades. And he should be able to fill all 30 kills with just one trap or plane trap activation.
So I was doing that. I was
at the-
checking the skull at the docks because I'm gonna take that one. That was really awkward to see. It's much clearer on my end, so you guys probably won't be able to see anything. But I can just about make it out.
Yeah, it's also why he runs the Varrock scope on his HPK. He didn't pick it up there because he needs the money to activate the trap and to open the door. But
I wouldn't have bothered about the trap. It's just getting into the door.
yeah, sorry. Yeah, so he's trying to shoot the 2 spawns here, and so now everything is going to be spawning out of the 2 spawners that are under the blades of the plane trap.
I would turn around and show you, but I can't
very
really
precise.
stop, otherwise it won't work. So you see that those 2 spawners there are getting shot by, well, killed by the propeller traps. So I can just use plane trap really quickly. And now we're gonna go see if I got a power up and spawn, and that challenge will be done. Ooh, well, we won the 1 in 3 on it, maybe.
Did it survive?
We got a man of war, you know. I'm taking it.
Wow. Yeah, so that plant, it can be a power-up, it can be a weapon. I think it can spawn, well, it can also die, unfortunately, if you don't water it 3 times. But and when you water once, it's very likely to die.
Yeah, that
and
was
when it
lucky.
dies, it can spawn like a zombie or a grenade or something. Or like the MR6. So it was lucky to be a purple plant. Or not a purple plant, but a power-up plant.
Yeah.
Just unfortunate that he didn't actually get the power-up.
Let's go poke around. See what Division 9's been up to.
Basically just rushing the skull here.
Screw tactics. It's time to go off.
There is a...
I think that
I would like to get anywhere but here back, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I'm gonna hit once, but because I'm kind of broke, I'm just gonna do the power if I don't get it. Just don't think I win the 1 in 5 again, right?
You can try, but...
1500, it's worth the gum here, really. I've got money for it.
Yeah, because...
Worst case, I get
2,500 together?
Yeah, I have enough for
Plus,
it. I could just farm a bit of money
yeah.
here.
Yeah, you have enough for, I think, 2 gum hits if you really want it.
I
It's a little
don't think
risky.
I want, yeah.
Oh, no, you don't, because you have to open green
yeah.
water and stuff. Yeah, no, only do 1. You're right. Yeah, so if he had the... one of the other challenges is 5 heads from the Thrashers. Those Thrashers are the big guys. You see him training there.
feeling something, all right.
You do it at the 3rd skull, because you're pretty likely to get spawns.
That was probably
you get the
worst case
most
scenario on
spawn
that
third
gumball.
skull. Yeah, perk's kind of gross. So he's just gonna do power manually here. Normally you would anywhere but here out of here. If this was
Yeah,
like
it skips a lockdown.
yeah,
You can also do it by downing, but I don't really have an easy way of doing so. If I didn't have my perkaholic already and I had quick revive, I could just hold a grenade and down myself when I start this lockdown, and it will skip it as well. And then I can just get my perks later and be alright, but that's not
Yeah,
last.
he also can't have Widow's Wine to be able to do that though. He'd have to down to a zombie in
Yeah.
this situation.
The shield's required for this egg as well, so we're gonna have to get all the parts of that. Which is a part over here, which we'll get now.
think you're missing a few bits.
Yeah, this map is one of the most expensive maps. They actually had to, when the map released, they had to hotfix it to reduce the price of the doors.
The map was too expensive.
Yeah,
It's kind of ridiculous,
I
isn't
think
it?
we're like 250 points more a piece.
Yeah.
Better get some.
I've
For
west,
one or two
so-
doors isn't a big deal, but this map has like 12 doors. Good luck getting those points early on.
And you start throwing nades at these web things.
You have 5 webs?
I do. I'm 1 out of 5 right now.
Okay.
I'm just gonna finish them. I'll get my power up to finish my challenges.
Yeah, so 5 webs is... I mean, the bottom challenge doesn't really matter. Ideally, he gets one, like, shoot 5 spores, because he can control that very easily. And what I mean by a control is the lightning, which is what he's gonna get later on, is on a timer after you finish your last challenge. So he wants to know exactly when he finishes his last challenge to be able to be at the challenge altar to collect the lightning. When it's ready.
Where is my round? Oh, that was last? Wow, okay.
Yeah, ending the round there isn't too bad because
No, that's really
it
good.
means that he can get
Hmm.
it means that he can get the green piece while he's over there in green water.
Not
Green
anymore.
piece is one of the parts for the wonder weapon. You got spiders.
Yep.
Yeah. So had he got the kill 8 spiders with spores challenge, he wouldn't actually be able to finish it unless he got some progress while on the skulls. But thankfully he didn't.
This isn't bad because I'll just go get green piece next round. Since I don't have
Yeah.
any up here.
For a marathon's sake, I honestly prefer 5 spiders.
Yeah, same, yeah. I gotta be careful not to use my Widow's Wine grenade to, because the spiders can web me inside of a room, and if I have my skull out, I can't put it away because I need it for something else, and I can't tear away webs whilst I have it out. So
Yeah, make sure you get the venom spider as well.
yeah, of course. Oh, these guys spawn in a pattern, but it's kind of an odd one. But you can memorize
Yeah.
it.
So it's not the same exact pattern every time. It's a random pattern for the game.
Why is
but they do
refresher?
spawn in a certain order. Refresher from what?
That's not good. I have to kill it. Okay. Yeah, where did he come?
yeah.
Why was there a refresher?
What?
I've never
I'm
seen
confused.
I've actually never seen that before. That's so weird. I've seen
Yeah,
some
we
weird
had
things
the-
on this map, like a fresher down at the rainbow plant. Like,
Yeah,
One in a
we had the
million,
GDQ
so-
moment there.
yeah.
Brilliant at arts and crafts.
It always happens. Someone will say, that's never happened before.
I'm just gonna collect it now. I mean, I can build KT.
Yeah, definitely a good idea. Because you want to shoot 3 times this game,
Yeah.
because you got 5 spiders. If he was doing record strats, the 5 spiders would actually kill the run. You want 6
Yeah.
spiders if you're doing WR strats, but that's for like 21 pace games and it's extremely risky.
Yeah,
He's
you're
doing-
playing the absurd odds, really, aren't you?
Yeah, probably like a 1 in 10 for you to get an upgraded plant with the bullet in it.
Don't web me. Thank you.
Don't actually know how that math works. That's just me giving a rough estimate.
Yeah.
So
it's
the reason why
really
he held
worth
those Widow's grenades there, the spiders can spawn webs and block doorways. With your skull out, you can't break them with your hand, so you need to use grenades to break it open.
it. Yeah, and I need my skull for down here.
Yeah, and if if he put away his skull, he'd have to recharge it. Recharging the skull takes minutes, and that's not gonna happen in a reasonable amount of time. You're honestly better off restarting at this point if you have to recharge the skull.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna go end around him and we'll water my plant again. And I'll go and
So
get
you notice he's
paths.
gonna he's gonna water twice the rainbow plant, and he's gonna water twice the blue plants, and he's gonna water his rainbow and pick up his rainbow plant, and then he's gonna do the same for the blue plants. It's just you alternate between the 2 locations. That's how the strat works for this, the watering strat. That's how it's always been.
Get the web worm over there at green as well. Should be nice.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you're just waiting for the.
I think I'm gonna hit
what's it
gum
called?
once.
Yeah, because you need to get back to anywhere but here.
I can hit twice, actually. I think I should hit twice, try and get ABH, grab green, grab AT.
Be careful, because you don't have money for sewer if you hit twice.
You're right. Please.
Never could say no to a gumball.
We'll just run. It's fine.
Yeah. Oh, raindrops.
Yeah, a bit smelly.
Yeah, so he wanted credit there. Credit or ABH, or anywhere but here.
Smell hell.
Just so that he'd have money or he'd be able to TP around. So he's looking for a white coat zombie because it's going to have the green piece that you just saw. And now he's going to be able to build the wonder weapon for the map. And so he's playing safe strats, so he's building the wonder weapon here, and then he's going to go water blue plans and shoot them all.
Yeah, I need to fertilize them with the wonder weapon so that I can get the artillery. I mean, this just makes no sense, does it? Like, I need a big AA gun bullet that I grow from a plant. It makes no sense, but there we are.
Yeah. And so, bullet you're very unlikely to get, because there's 3 outcomes that can happen with these upgraded plants. It can either upgrade, it can decide, I don't feel like upgrading, you need me to shoot it 3 times, it sucks that it's not guaranteed. Or you can get an imprint, which is like this map's version of Quick Revive, where you keep all your perks and your loadout. It's really nice, actually. But, very annoying for Easter egg speedrunners, because you can get, I think, up to 4, if I remember right.
You can get so many.
Yeah, up to 4 imprints max per game.
Doesn't mess me up.
I forget what it is.
I wish these end around
like
again.
Annoying when you see them. Because he shouldn't really down. He's picking up the seed here just to be safe in case he gets unlucky. Normally he wouldn't pick it up because he doesn't need it. He's just trying to stay in one spawn zone to end around. He's trying to get anywhere but here back, which he did.
Might as well use it.
Yeah.
I wonder how good the mana war is. I kind of need rain.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, you can try getting your dingo when you're waiting for lightning, I guess.
That was my credit.
Honestly, probably wouldn't have been a bad idea to do spider boss when you had the raindrops.
I'll try and get yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Huh,
Yeah, this map's interesting. There's no like set route, especially for something like this. Like, it's very. I can't think of the word. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why like one of the cool parts about knowing the speedrun, we always talk about our ZNS game the most after a super. It's like, oh, I could have done this or whatever.
It differs so much.
Yeah. Like, you could load up 2 games of ZNS and a super and play them entirely differently. Even though it's probably 20 games and you'd maybe get one that looks remotely similar. But because there's so much that goes into the start.
I just got my
like
rainbow
your
water
challenges
back.
and your gumball cycle.
I need my rainbow water to water this plant. It'll upgrade. It's a part that I need to upgrade my wonder weapon.
Yeah, he needs to water an underwater plant. Make that make sense.
And it needs rainbow water. So
the map.
Now I've watered that. That's going to be ready next round. So I can go pick it up next round. So I'm just going to end the round here. And then it'll be ready to pick up.
Yeah.
And this spawn zone is really nice because all the zombies should just be sat in the water here. Yeah, like that. And I can just swim up, kill them, swim back down, grab the plant, and I'll use my second anyway, but here. And notice I'll go to the exact same spot. There's like a part for the Easter egg that I need. I'm going to pick it up now. It's this cog right here. I actually need this. And until you pick it up, that ABH location will always be there, and you'll always go there no matter what.
Yeah, it's one of, I believe it's 3 guaranteed anywhere but here's in this game. The first one being the Shadows boss, the second one being the cog location, the third one being into the ZNS boss.
Yeah, it's one similar to the SOE one on this, isn't it?
Yeah.
Go away.
Yeah, so now we're gonna hope that he gets an upgraded plant. Upgraded plants are very easy to spot because it's gonna be spotty. That wasn't intentional either. Yeah, he's also gonna hope for power up. So
Okay. That Thrash just scared me. I didn't know he was there.
okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that's
so
why
that would've-
Thrashers are scary, because they can just pull up from nowhere and just red screen you.
Yeah, you use shield as well, by the way.
Yeah, I'll get it on my way out.
Yeah.
Some things are just too sweet.
Yeah, I believe this is the only free perk location as well. So after this boss fight, you'll see it. He won't be able to pick it up because he already has the perk, but I believe it's the only free perk on the game. Unless you get like a random power up.
Death Machine's very good against this game.
It's like, yeah. Death Machine puts in work. So does the XM actually.
Yeah,
And if
yeah,
you're
yeah, the
familiar-
XM, yeah.
Yeah, if you're familiar with, and so does the Dingo. And if you're familiar with the some of the side quests on this map, one of them, it's not required for the Easter egg. You can actually transform into a spider. And that little spider attack that you do when you're a spider puts in work on this thing. It's very cool. Yeah, so right there's the free Widow's Wine, right by where he popped the raindrops.
I'm gonna get more water just in case.
Yeah, and a shield.
Just in case the game wants to be like this. Like, I'll get the shield. I'll get the bullet and then... Oh, my power up. First my power up. So that was an upgraded plant. I didn't get the bullet from it. I have 3 upgrades, so I should get it. Alright. Please.
Yeah, so
Oh my god,
get
that
it?
is so unlucky. That's fine.
Okay,
This is
well.
why I picked up more water.
yeah, he picked up more water, he picked up his seeds. So it's the first plant you open is a coin flip, 50-50, second one 60-40, third one 70-30. He
Yes.
cannot get more likely than
So
a 70-30
I
chance.
lost a 50% chance and a 60% chance and then a 30% chance. All in a row. I did get my...
Yeah.
I need a shield.
Yeah, because you're gonna miss lightning now.
I kind of forgot I had power.
Yeah, that's why I said it, but you know, fine. Yeah, missing lightning are not too big of a deal because he does have to, you know, water a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, I'll just go get my water
also-
now.
Yeah, the other unfortunate part about not getting bullet first try, besides having to re-water it, you can't water it anywhere near you, anywhere near the water location, because all 3 of them are taken up. So like the closest one you can get is either in spawn or in the plane trap, and neither of them are. I think one of them was filled, and then the other one's the plane trap.
Maybe I
And
catch
he wants them to be close together. Maybe if he gets late lightning, he might catch it. You'll see him staring at the sky because you can actually see the lightning bolt strike.
Just slightly late. That's fine.
Oh yeah, I think he would have made that.
Do you think?
Maybe because it even after the animation finishes, it still shocks for like a second.
I can just go knock
Like you
this
see it on
and
the
spawn.
ground. Yeah, just drop it. Yeah, if you don't get a plant, you have to wait around after you open it for it to be available for the spot to be available again.
Bubblegum time.
So now you'll see this location's empty.
I'll just stick around so I can get the next line.
Yeah, you can also tell when you've fertilized the plants with the KT4 by seeing a little glow sparkle above the ground.
Yeah, so that's so unlucky I didn't get the bullet there.
Yeah, he was very likely to get it there.
Scum kind
Maybe
of
it
loses its
sends-
flavor real quick, right? I'd enjoy cooking them more if they actually smelled like something good. Like, you know, bacon.
Oh, Dingo, that's pretty lucky.
Yeah,
So
now
you
I'm
didn't
just
pick up
waiting
water. I
for
probably should have.
God to
But he wants
smite.
lightning.
I didn't want to miss it. I didn't see when it struck
Yeah.
last time.
I should have wrote it down.
Guilty as charged.
Yeah, so once lightning strikes the first time, it's on a timer. Well, it's always on a timer. The first time's a minute to a minute and a half after he finishes challenges, and then every lightning after that, it waits for the animation to finish. The lightning strike animation, it lasts for like 5 or 6 seconds, and then that timer starts again. That's why he was waiting there, because he didn't want to risk missing it and losing another minute plus time.
Paws off me.
Yeah, come here.
Never could say no
That's
to
good.
a gumball.
I need to end around again more.
Yeah. Oh, at least you can get the Masamune, I guess, if you really want, but there's no reason to.
I need to get more lightning and more water.
Yep.
You trying to take me down? How's that working out for you? I love you so much, I brought you a bouquet of death. More
Good lighting.
Sounds good to me.
Alright. Before we end this round, I need to water, so... Is that on a round late? It must be. Okay. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, this map, even without the getting the bullet, it's funny hearing all the things going through his head. You're never like relaxed on this map. I guess you always have to be engaged, otherwise you're just gonna lose time randomly. It's not like a map like D or GK, where if you're not really paying attention, you can still kind of get through the egg without losing time. This map, you always have to be engaged.
Where's my round?
Yeah, you'll see him try to slide when he's shooting a spore with the KT4, so that he doesn't lose time, because the KT4 does have a little bit of knockback. And then he'll sprint for a little bit of time after he shoots the spore, because he's actually quicker. I'll point it out if I see him do it again. I forgot to point that out.
Please. Fourth time lucky. Yeah. Wow, there we go.
Yeah, so the bullet's very obvious. If he gets it, you'll see it. Kind of hard to miss.
Plane should be coming soon. I got 5 spotties though, you know.
Yeah, so there's one of his KT4 shots for move speed. So the plane's also on a cycle. I don't know if he's been paying attention to it, 'cause I haven't been.
It should be coming in about 30 seconds. I don't think I had time to upgrade.
Okay, well, there's the reason why he has record on this map as well. Definitely not because he got the luckiest and is the only one that's psychotic enough to run it for hours on end. Yeah. This game also goes through waves of what people feel like running.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
some days you'll open up Black Ops 3 and see like 100 guys running, not 100, but probably like 10 guys running Dries and Drag. Other days you'll see ZNS. And those periods go on for like a couple weeks.
Okay, so my plane isn't coming. There it is. Yeah, you see him just
planes-
spawn out of thin air. It's very... Wait, so we're gonna load the gun, and then when I see its propellers, so yeah, I can shoot it now. Let's come to lab A, I think. Could be wrong.
Yeah, so you can see the direction of the cog. Yeah, that's going... Is that A? I thought it was bunker. Oh, well.
Yeah, I think I heard that bunker actually. I think you're right.
Oh, you're making me insecure.
Yeah, it's our one moment.
Yeah.
What kind of a sick mind decides to weaponize Mother Nature?
Oh, I haven't got the zipline.
The
cog.
ABH cog.
No, I have the ABH
Oh,
one.
the zipline?
Yeah.
Okay.
This actually works out.
Oh, we'll be able to see the...
If it is lab
We'll be able
A.
to see the third guaranteed ABH. It is lab A? Okay.
I don't know. I can just see if it is, because I need to get this cog.
Yeah. That's true.
Something I'm actually trained for.
No, I think I just run to thingy bunker.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's bunker, but I've been wrong before.
I agree. That's not yeah, bunker.
Okay. I'm not crazy.
Great, out of order. Just our luck. Spare parts around here. Need me to spell it out?
Yeah, so the majority of the boss, not the majority, I guess DE and ZNS. Oh, there's the guaranteed ABH, by the way. Sorry. So he waits for the elevator to go down to a certain point. Basically, when you can see no light from above, you just pop the anywhere but here. It'll send you straight down to the bottom tunnel. And a lot of casual players build the gas mask because
I get some of these
if you're
zombies.
slow, this is gonna sound toxic. But if you're slow, you can die in that tunnel without a gas mask.
No, so I was taking damage because I was suffocating.
Yeah, you can't actually breathe in there. But that's why he was trying to...
Yeah, because I have Jug, I could just tank it and just run through.
Yeah,
this boss fight can be a bit Monka-esque if because these thrashers and spiders could just one-shot me. We could do like a one-shot combo, and
yeah,
as
they can
I
also hit you
progress
from,
through
like,
it,
across the room.
Yeah, as I progress through it, there's gonna be more and more.
Yeah.
But it's pretty auto-scroller. There's not really much to it, I can't lie. Just run in a circle and you should be fine.
Yeah. The only way that he'd like realistically die in this or down is if a spider spawned at his feet and a thrasher like hit him immediately.
Yeah.
So that's super unlikely.
These guys have long arms as well.
Yeah. No, they'll hit him from across the room if they feel like it.
I was gonna say I've got a couple questions if you're just chilling, running in circles.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's hear it.
So like I've played I think all of the zombies maps up until like some of the more recent ones, but that's just 'cause I haven't played like Vanguard and stuff like that. And I know for things like Black Ops 3, there's a pretty tight like leveling system that you have to go through. How hard are these runs to like set up and get going? If someone were to like buy Black Ops 3 cold and say, I want to start doing this.
If you are on PC, it's really accessible because it's a mod menu that you can just because there's like in-game currency in this where you can get your gobblegums. But if you're on PC, there's a mod menu. You can just give yourself infinite ones, an infinite amount. Otherwise, it's just a case of buying the game and just learning how to play it. It's real easy to get into, I think.
Yeah.
We're trying to...
Time frame wise?
Yeah, go on.
Like on average because I've been around the community for a bit, so as Freckleston, it takes people to get from never speedrunning before to world record pace about 3 months. Some guys are anomalies and much quicker, but that's very rare. Like Jack's one of the anomalies, Freckleston.
Yeah,
he started on Cold War and was very familiar with speedrunning because he had speedrun like Doom before. I think,
yeah, I've played it, dabbled in a bit of Doom Eternal. That was good fun. Yeah, we're trying to make it even more accessible. Like I know I've quite recently uploaded a speedrun tutorial on Shadows of Evil. I do plan to make more in the future. So it's just like again another thing for new players to use, and I'm hoping to make one for pretty much every map, and that'll be quite good. But that right there is the end of the boss fight. And as soon as I hit the cutscene, that'll be time for the map.
Yeah, a lot of us are trying to make like different guides. I know I've uploaded some, Freckleston's uploaded some, Kooky and Bug, you'll probably see them in chat, are both working on their own. And if you ever feel like asking questions, just come to any of our chats, just open up the category, you'll see one of us probably at the top of the category. Well, I'll answer your questions.
That was a 29-29 when that's not a bad time considering I didn't get the bullet from 3 plants, which is honestly so unlucky. Like,
yeah, anything sub 30 and a super egg, so a no reset run, very good.
Pretty good,
for this. Yeah.
Novgorod Krovy. This one is probably one of my favorite to speedrun, I think. So yeah, this one and Revelations, and then again, I like Shadows of Evil as well. I don't know.
Yeah. This is the map that everyone seems to be afraid of when they're playing the game casually. They hear the bomb step and they get scared when honestly you just pause and write it down for a second and you're good to go.
Yeah, I guess it could be quite daunting.
But if you're playing with your friends, I honestly think this map is harder because more zombies, you can't pause to think about what you're doing. For a speedrunner, that doesn't really matter much, but from a casual perspective, pausing to look up a tutorial rather than looking up probably look up a tutorial is very useful.
Much like every map on this game, all I'm looking for at the start from my gobblegum is just money, and obviously I didn't get it again for 3 maps in a row, so that's kind of unlucky.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna end a round and then I can hit gum again.
Oh yeah, there is a later on in the map. I'll point it out before it happens, but a headphone warning. I'll let you know if I remember.
Oh, when I pick up the whelp.
But when you pick up the whelp, it just, you know, the audio text for this game might have took the day off when they coded it for one step specifically.
It's kind of.
We have a pretty decent compressor, so I think we should be fine. But
Yeah.
you know, a heads up,
I've
we'll keep an eye on
that-
it.
Yeah, I've thought that before too, and it hurts.
So I got a
So
really
he just
bad
got very
cycle
unlucky
again.
there. Yeah, he wants, you know,
There
shopping
we go.
free or raindrops, and he didn't get either. Again, very unlikely to get it 3 maps in a row, and it just happened.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had that in any of my runs where it's just been the same terrible
You haven't
bad
played this
gun
much.
cycle 3 in a row.
Yeah,
Hey, it's good on the giant though, where it matters.
yeah, the giant, yeah, the song speed. I mean, sorry, the Annihilator speedrun.
So right here, I'm gonna take note of this thing right here, my valve, and that's number 2. And I'm gonna put. I have a spreadsheet. I'm gonna put that in. It's like a solver. Which
Yeah,
made by
I
you,
know
Mike, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, because not so much for solo, but there's 2 different solutions to each valve problem, I guess would be the way to put it. And so if you can check them both quickly, you can speed through and pick the fastest one. And for solo, it doesn't really matter because you could just pause since this game is done through in-game time and work it out by hand. But for a co-op run, it does matter to be able to solve it instantly.
Actually quite good.
The difference between a fast one and a slow one's probably about 30 seconds.
We receive assistance from unseen forces once more.
This,
The boss fight on this map is quite scary, isn't it? Probably
the
one
boss
of the
fight on this
biggest
one
run
is
killers.
the best one.
Yeah, best boss fight, but it's difficult if you're not prepped.
Yeah,
You can just
honestly,
like get
this
one
is,
shot by the boss. It's really scary. And like
If
2
the-
seconds in as well.
yeah. If this, oh yeah, that's right. So if the speedrunner is not paying attention, very easy to die on this map.
Yeah.
Most of the
Yeah.
other maps, you don't really have to. I mean, you have to pay attention, obviously, but this one specifically, if you even lose focus for half a second, you're just gonna down. There's so many ways to down on this map. Even going into the boss fight, if you don't have quick revive going into the boss, there's a death barrier because the devs didn't actually fix their game when they patched it a while ago. Unfortunately.
Yeah,
but
we did release a patch
usually
for
have.
that, but
Yeah, they did. They nerfed the Vesper and they patched the eggs so you can actually get to completion, but they nerfed the Vesper. Rip my Vesper. You see Shelby complain about it sometimes on Twitter. That's what he used to do. Not anymore.
basically I'm just trying to rush to the Pack-a-Punch so that I can get the Dragon Egg. Because I'm going to need that for the speedrun, so... That is the goal
So-
at the start.
Yeah, his main objective is to just get to the Pack-a-Punch location. That's why he's collecting these code cylinders and then placing them and defending the Groth pods. Each Groth pod's 15 kills at the start.
It's like set
And-
spawns at different locations, so like some of them are really slow, but some of them, like especially the one where I'm gonna go now, it can spawn there, and it's like near instant of how fast it can be. So if it spawns
Yeah.
here next, it'll be very good because I'll just finish it in about 2 seconds.
Yeah, the 2 Groth pods he's had so far, they're not great, but they're runnable. Right? If you get
Yeah, they're
spawn,
alright.
you'll hear him complain about it.
Maybe in a normal run.
Yeah, and of course, you know, the worst one to get spawn is also the only one that you can get twice. It's very
Yeah.
rare, but it can happen.
Yeah, I don't know why it's like that.
Yeah, because everything else you can only get once.
I guess I'll keep the
Yeah,
X.
give me Infirmary twice and I'll be excited.
I guess I'll keep this. I'm looking for the Wonder Weapon out of the box here.
Yeah, the Wonder Weapon makes this egg very easy. If he doesn't get it, it'll be a little sketchy. He'll need raindrops to go on the boss, essentially. Because
Yeah,
otherwise
pretty
his
much.
weapons won't do enough damage, and the L4 is not very accurate. But he's looking for an explosive weapon or the Mark IIIs, which is the map-exclusive Wonder Weapon.
Is that armor?
For one specific step later on for his challenges. And we'll point out when he gets there.
This is a good location.
Yeah, armory is pretty good. You'll never hear someone complain when you get armory,
Oh yeah.
especially
Every
last.
second burst.
Yeah, you want like, I mean, in a perfect world, you get like armory, infirmary, jug. There are 3 defenses for this. Round 6 here is also good because if he gets later on round 9 Valkyrie drones, it's very fast.
The dragon breathing guy is kind of annoying.
Yeah, starting on round 5 or when you open the top floor of department store, dragon can start spitting fire on you. And right now he doesn't want it to spit. He wants it to spit in about a minute when he places down his egg. And
They want to.
hopefully it spits within a reasonable amount of time. I think the longest I've waited till he has to spit 3 times before you can. Is it 3?
2.
2. Sorry, 2. I knew that. 2 times before you can do your second fly. I think my slowest second fly is like 15 minutes in a super.
Yeah, I think
But
that's about the same.
Yeah, that's pretty unlikely. An average one's like 11.
15 minutes, or you can get like an 8-minute one. You know, it can differ by a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, but after the second fly, this map is very, very consistent bar 1 step. Like, everyone will finish within a couple minutes of each other. Like 2 to 3 minutes. The way that I tell new players for this map, when you're very good at this map, you should be able to sub 40 every game.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, so in
Unless
an
things
ideal
go
world, he
horribly
finishes-
wrong.
Yeah, like there's like a couple scenarios where it won't happen, but those are very unlikely. So like what I did was when I was learning a few years back, I just never reset anything. I played everything until I was sub 40'd every game. Yeah, that's a common mistake that a lot of new runners do. They just reset so much because they see the world record holders do it. And it's like, it's great that they're trying to imitate what we're doing, but we have practice and they need to practice more.
So I just saw the dragon turn there, so I know he's coming around to breathe fire on me right now. And I can get ready to turn around.
Yeah, there's a few different animations that the dragon does. You can go forward, left, or turn right. He wants him to turn right for the place that he's standing in right now.
I think P's at the department.
Is it?
See a
Gross.
tank. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's looking for a pink cylinder when he's checking these valves as well. Do you have them all written? If not, I can go through and check for you.
I have them in.
Okay.
I can hit box once.
Yeah, he wants the Mark 3s.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it.
Otherwise, yeah.
They are not
Otherwise, it's
coming
gonna be a
out.
little rough. Yeah, hopefully the next map behaves, because the Mark 3s aren't actually required for this Easter egg, but on the next map, the 2 weapons he's looking for are required.
Okay, what is going on here? I've seen a lot of weird things.
Oh, you've never seen that?
No.
That's funny. You can also hit the box when your when your fire sale expires for, there's the wonder weapon, for 950 points. And then you won't be able to pick up your weapon either. It's really weird. It'll take your money, you can't pick up the weapon, and the box is gone. I've only done it like once, but it's really funny when it happens. I wish I recorded it.
Now we're gonna pick up a dragon egg, and I'm gonna need him to breathe fire on me one more time. Because basically in the bottom right here, you see my dragon egg. It's got like a progress meter on it. And it has 3 challenges that I need to complete. And the first one is to kill napalm zombies, so I need the dragon to breathe fire on me so that it can set all the zombies on fire. And then I can do the other ones in the lockdown. I need this actually.
If you're on console, I'd recommend running either Garrod or, because it has an in-game timer. Just for that. Revelations also has one. That's the next map.
It's where we
Also the
run around
majority
with
do
a
this.
circle for a bit.
Yeah, he
Waiting
just
for
needs
my brother to
5
breathe some
napalm
fire.
kills.
He's not feeling very eager right now.
the dragon needs to spit. So one of the unfortunate things, he cannot progress until the dragon spits.
Yeah, it's quite
I
unfortunate.
mean, he can, but he'd be playing a slow strat.
Yeah, it's just not optimal.
Yeah, you're better off just waiting here. Careful with your round. I don't know how many you have.
I have plenty.
Okay. Yeah, see, I get the backseat game you and you can't complain about it.
Oh,
Yeah,
see, he has landed. No, this fly isn't going to be terrible, I don't think, so...
What are you at, like 12 minutes?
11 and a half.
Yeah, 11 and a half is about average for a super.
Yeah. Not bad.
Yeah. In a perfect world, you get like an 8-minute fly. Only the record does that. I can count how many times I've seen an 8-minute fly on my hand.
Yeah. You're telling me. I think I can do it on 2 hands these days.
Yeah, you've run a lot.
I've run this map a lot recently.
Yeah, you'll get your record back one day. So Jack's the first and only player at the moment to have ever held all 5 mainline Easter eggs. We don't count the giant towards that because, you know, we got to feed his ego a little bit and just say the giant doesn't count so he can say he's had all of them. But he's the only player to have held all 5 records at the same time. Usually it's split between 2 to 3 players.
I don't have this one anymore.
BO3 goes on sale quite often. If you want to get it on Steam. Like at least once a month.
Cool. I need to be careful here, by the way. The laser beam from my under weapon could just kill me. It's really strange. It's like a death barrier.
Yeah, that's one of the many bugs on this game. If you're weapons that shouldn't deal splash damage sometimes deal splash damage, and it's been a thing since Black Ops 1 with the ray gun and PhD flopper. I think it's when you're too close to the zombie and you shoot, you just sometimes take a lot of damage. It happens on Origins if you're familiar with that map with the Boomhilda and the Mark II and the ray gun actually. And it's happened on every game from Black Ops 1 to Cold War. I don't know about Vanguard because I have not played that game, honestly. But I know about every other game that it can happen on. Run is live, chat is pre-recorded, that's funny.
I'll try and get more nukes.
Yeah. Oh wait, the run is live. I promise everybody, this is live. Freckleston is doing this live.
I am a robot.
This is not a task. This is not a, nothing else. This is human play.
That guy was just sticking to me. One thing you need to be careful of: your electric cherry will not work on these zombies for some reason. Like, they just love throwing in weird bugs.
No, this map is like held together by like, loose string.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah. Fun fact: you can also connection interrupt in an offline game on this map. It's like it doesn't make any sense, but it can happen.
Wait, like it'll kick you out?
It'll
It's
crash.
like a glitch.
So
it'll
say. So when you disconnect, it'll say connection interrupted and whatever. And it'll just freeze your game and then you'll crash. And the only way out of it is just to open Task Manager and force close the game.
Yeah, you can't even alt F4.
Yeah, it's really annoying. And so he's gonna have to avoid that later on.
There is a
we'll mention it.
It only happens in like one spot, so I can avoid it. But
yeah, if you're playing for a record, you're gonna just pray you don't get it.
I don't know where this
Basically,
mangler is.
I lost. I played a super once, and I decided I'm gonna play for not getting unlucky, and of course I got unlucky. We haven't seen it in a while.
I was honestly really impressed when you offered the super, because originally when I approached Freckleston, it was a little behind the scenes here. I was just like, yeah, just like 3 maps that you think would be cool to show off. And Freckleston was like, hey, what if I just did the super Easter egg?
Well, you
I was
gave me
like,
the
yeah,
time slot,
okay,
didn't you? I was
sure.
like, just do it all.
Yeah. No, the super is cool. I wish we could show off all the maps, but the other maps require either co-ops or a ton of RNG.
Yeah. I mean, my time at the moment's pretty good for a super. Nothing has really gone horribly. The worst thing that's happened is really just not getting the bullet on ZNS, but it came through eventually.
Yeah,
we
you're gonna
should
see
be a
him
decent
holding
time.
this Valkyrie drone here, because if he kills the Valkyrie drone, he'll delay all his zombie spawns.
Yeah, I need to kill
So
zombies to
he's
beat my egg there.
Yeah, he's required to kill one drone, so he's gonna kill the one and then just not kill anymore. That little light's for a trophy to progress the egg as well that you saw him shoot in the sewer.
Yeah, the route's quite well made to just do everything in one.
Yeah.
Alright. Now it's
Yeah,
for the
and so here-
weird valve step.
Yeah,
I
the
need to
valve
look for a
step.
green light, and then I know what my solution is. I just gotta double check that it is here. Yeah.
Hoping for 9 Valkyrie drones, but it won't be too big of a deal if he doesn't get them. He either wants 9 or 11. If he gets around 10 Valkyrie drones in this situation, it's going to be a little bit of time loss.
Yeah, no, I was gonna ask, but these Easter egg runs are like always finishable, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Even even if you have to go a bunch of extra rounds.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, always
Yeah,
completable. Armory.
There's actually one situation where it's not, but he will not have that happen. It requires him to mess up more than anything.
Yeah.
If he on Revelations, I'll point it out when he gets there. That for the key throw step, if you're familiar with it, if he doesn't melee through a door, the key can actually glitch out, and he can just not be able to pick it up.
Oh, gross.
Yep,
Yeah,
and then you're
that could be
soft locked. Well,
But-
not really soft locked because you can technically die, but it's the closest
Yeah,
thing
this
to a
game's
soft lock.
very
we have.
broken.
Oh, he can also soft lock on when he won't do it, but I'll point it out later in the last lockdown of this egg. I'll point it out when we
That
get
was
there.
really good.
And that one's actually a soft lock because it forces you out of bounds and you can't get out of it.
So I have a little spreadsheet on my side here, and I basically just like plug in numbers, and it'll solve that stuff for me. Basically, otherwise, God, I don't even know how you do it. Otherwise, you understand it, right? You get your head around
yeah.
it, right?
Yeah, so people just use a website that a YouTuber made a while ago when the game was popular, but we found some behind the scenes stuff and made a fancy solver.
Yeah, again, I just need to end a round here. A lot of round management in this game. Put in my password, and then we can fly.
Yeah, you see him throw out his Widow's grenades because Widow's grenades, if they pop, can mess up this password here. He's hoping his screen doesn't show a funny blue border, because that means he has Valkyrie drones, and he's gonna be upset.
Yeah, Valkyries aren't good though, because I can't. The next step of the Easter egg is a series of challenges that I have to complete, and I can't start it on the Valkyrie round, so I have to end this round again, which should be kind of annoying.
So we'll explain the challenges as he's going through them.
Here's objective is more complicated.
I need to get another trophy here as well as my egg. That's my anyone. I'm gonna take that.
Yeah, if you want to speedrun this map, you can go to any of our chats and just ask for the valve solver and someone will link you a video tutorial on how to use it.
You've anticipated the question I was going to ask at the end: is how do you get into speedrunning these?
Oh, yeah. Just go to one of our
video,
chats. We'll lead you in the right direction. But, like, a very common question in all of our chats is, which map do I start speedrunning? And our answer is always to just pick your favorite map and start there. Because if you're not gonna... Speedrunning a video game, right, it's a video game first. You need to have fun. And if you're not having fun, you shouldn't be speedrunning it. You need to find something else.
Not bad. I kind of paused my timer for a bit, so I don't know where I'm at. It's probably like a 20-minute challenge start. 21?
Just press tab, in-game timer.
20, yeah.
Oh, I missed the headphone warning. Oh, my bad. I forgot. I was
did.
focused. Sorry.
Ooh.
So he's hoping for. Which one did you get first? DC Graph? Oh, DC
Yeah.
Graph. So he hit the 1 and 3 there. Quite good.
I need
So
to get
there's
my
3
piece of
locations
paper
for
ready.
this.
For the bomb
Yeah.
stuff, I need to write them down.
So it can go to Dragon Command, it can go to Supply Depot, and Tank Factory. Supply, by far the slowest. You'll hear him complain about it if he were to have got it, but he didn't. He got the fastest one by far.
It's not even close.
Yeah.
Having raindrops right here is so good, but
Yeah, if he had
even
raindrops,
without
he'd be
it,
done.
even without it, I'm still fast. So
Yeah, this is like probably 20 seconds quicker than Tank Factory and about a minute quicker than Supply. If you got Supply, you'd also have to be worried about a soft lock as well. But that soft lock is extremely
So
unlikely. I've only seen it like twice, and I've done this like hundreds of times. How many times have you seen it? Probably like once or twice as well?
once, yeah. Okay. Sorry, my whole setup is falling apart on me. I just had my mic fall over. I'm sorry. Hold on.
Pause percent.
I know. I'm sorry. When my setup falls over, it's a bit of an issue.
Yeah. Lucky that it's a game that we can actually pause in, because in game time, you'll always see him. Okay, so the Valkyrie is going to anywhere but here. You always see him hit the challenge start button to that green little light and then run out. And he's going to listen in his headset. That's why he was worried about his setup. Because there's you can tell through audio cues which challenge you're getting. So this Valkyrie one's an auto scroller. It's about 2 minutes. It's why the Mark IIIs are useful, or one of the reasons, because he can just shoot the slow of the Mark III to the left-hand shot. And the zombies won't really attack him much. You can also soft lock on this part. So when the Valkyrie's spawning in, if you shoot it in the sky, it just won't spawn in, and you can't do it again.
Tell him every single soft lock.
Yeah, he mentioned soft lock, so I may as well point it out.
I need to get my wings.
This map's filled with them. I don't think. No, it's just this map in Revelations that have soft locks, right? I guess Origins does too. With
We
the
did on Shadows actually in the 4P. Do you remember?
Oh yeah. So we got recently. We were doing a 4P run, and we were on, I think, record pace, or very close to it.
No, it was really good.
Yeah, it was a very good run, and our cutscene just decided I don't feel like starting, and I had never seen it. Jack had never seen it. I think someone claimed to have seen it. I don't know. He's always just talking out of where the sun don't shine.
You know, I might invest in a mic arm. That way my microphone doesn't fall all over me.
Yeah, you might want to get that one. I'll send you the one I have later if you want. Yeah, so here's a fun skip. He's gonna kill the drone early when it turns to the stairs. Not too early, like I've done in a run. People always make fun of me for it. Say, oh, do the Mikey skip, and you fail the step and have to redo it.
Should be 4 hits then.
But you kill a drone early and the step does complete as long as he's on the stairs. That's what you saw him jerk towards DC for. So he knows that he's either going to have Gersh or bombs here, because you cannot have Valkyrie and the Mangler challenge back to back.
Is he coming through? Oh, okay.
Here's where
I thought he's going to go
potential
courtyard.
connection
I was just going to let him through.
Yeah, so the courtyard is that middle area of the map that, I'll point it when he runs through it again. He's gonna have to run through it for bombs, I think. But you can connection here up there. That's what I was referring to earlier on this one specific step. This is also why he wants the Mark IIIs. Did you hit the skip?
No. I hit that one.
No? Okay. So there is a fast quote skip where you can interact with a trap, and then he'll instantly start moving. But there is a backup for it, and he hit the backup. The difference is negligible. It's a couple seconds, but you obviously want those couple seconds. And then here's another quote skip. You're gonna hear Sophie say beginning information extraction. He's gonna say 1, 2, and then he's gonna hit the trap.
to say.
Or he's quiet and he doesn't say it, but that's normally what you say.
Is he top? Yeah. Item supply.
Yeah, so here, a very common place where new players mess up. They don't listen for where the mangler spawns. You can hear in your headset. That's why I would recommend you play this map with a headset or headphones that are directional. Because you can hear where the mangler spawns. If he spawns on the left side, he's in supply. The
You
right
gotta help
side,
me
he's at
write these
tank.
down.
Yeah, I got you. Just call him out.
Alright, so now I'm on the last challenge, and it's gonna be bombs. I'm gonna have how much time to defuse them all? You have plenty of time on solo, don't you?
Yeah,
But I know it's bombs, so...
3 minutes. Yeah, there's 5 challenges he has to go through. Once he gets through 4 of them, he knows his 5th.
Infirmary, supply, DC, department, tank, armory. So infirmary first.
Yep, infirmary, supply, DC.
Yeah, I think I got him.
Okay.
Infirmary.
This is for new players. The scariest step, because if you mess up, you blow up because you're trying to defuse a bunch of bombs.
If I hit the wrong one in the wrong order, I'll just die.
Yeah, it's very unforgiving.
Alright, well I got lucky.
Unusual.
But you got DC.
Yep. I was gonna use it after DC.
Yeah. Supposed to be commentating. Sorry, I had to focus for a second. Yeah, so the reason why the ABH there was risky, there's only one anywhere but here location in Dragon Command. There's 2 in spawn, so you want to use it when you're going to spawn, because it's a 2 and 7. There's 7 total locations rather than the 1 and 7.
The round flip there is very nice.
Yeah.
I'm not likely to get ABH back, but I can get it.
He wants anywhere but here back. Hopefully he gets it, because it's wide a bit faster, but whatever. It'll be fine.
Tank
If he doesn't get
armory.
it. Yeah, this step can be a little difficult if you're not too familiar with your way around the map and where the bomb locations are exactly. That's one of the things that I practiced a lot, was just getting around the map towards the bombs. I would load up with a gumball and just open them on the map and run through and try and find them when I was learning.
Those bombs are pretty decent.
Yeah.
Alright, now if you thought the DNS auto scroller was fun, I've got another one right here.
Yeah, he gets to show off how much of an epic gamer he is. 3-minute auto scroller.
I don't know why this is in the game.
Absolutely no way to speed it up. There is
now
a
he
way
waits.
in co-op. Yeah. Yeah, see that little download bar at the bottom of your screen? It's gonna fill up.
8-minute
Oh, we can show them the
challenges.
soft lock. So you saw those grates that close in the back corner downstairs? If you stand on the facing pack punch, the left one, when this download is completing, it'll force you out of bounds, and you'll have no way to die unless you have grenades, and no way to get out.
Okay. I was like, at least give me
And
rain, but I got
I
any
think
of
that's
it
the
here
only.
back.
Yeah, so the ABH is good. I think that's the only genuine soft lock that I can think of.
What, right here?
Oh no,
Yeah,
the
if
SOE
I-
one.
If I stand on this, it just throws me into the wall.
Yeah. But that's only when it completes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd like to say I've only had it happen once, but I've had it happen twice because someone in my game didn't know that it could happen, and it happened.
Had to explain it, Dill.
Bill, that'd be a good TikTok for you.
It would. You should throw it up.
Yeah.
So is this 3-minute auto scroller, is that there for co-op runs as well?
Yeah, every
Yep.
single one. On
Ugh.
co-op, you can actually, if you time it, one player can use anywhere but here as you start it, and you can just teleport back into the map. Because after this is done, I basically need to complete a fetch quest. And if you anywhere but here out of the lockdown at like the right time, you can just wait at the place that you need to be. So it's a good time saving co-op, but you can't really do it on solo since there's only one of you.
Yeah, in a co-op, it doesn't really save time. It removes RNG.
Yeah.
In you can also ABH out of the first lockdown that you saw him do way early in the game, but that one's very difficult to do.
Yeah.
I don't know how precise, but it's
probably like
fraction of a second.
Yeah.
Probably a couple frames, if anything.
I think it's like quarter of a second. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm glad that we figured out that was slower and not worth doing.
It's not even like slower. It's just not really worth, I think.
So for a lot of these maps, like obviously co-op speeds it up because you can have more people in more places, but like how different are the strats? Like, does everybody get, you know, a really good weapon? And
some of the maps, no, it's basically just anything that you don't need, you're not going to do. So you don't really need a good weapon. Like sometimes on this map on a co-op, you'll just be running around with a starting pistol, like, or like a random wall gun, like. Some of the maps though have really interesting co-op strats. Like the Revelations co-op strat is really fast. It says like, I mean, the solo world record is a 25, and the co-op world record's what? It's like a 15.
A 14, yeah, 1553 without round robin. With round robin, I think we got a
1445.
5x.
Wow.
14.4x.
Yeah,
Like that.
Revelations in 14 minutes is crazy. Yeah, and the same with Origins as well. Origins world record is 42 minutes, and the 4-player one is 19 minutes. So it's it's mad how it can change. But then again,
holy,
Shadows of Evil actually gets slower the more people that you put in. So the solo's the fastest time by like it's a 21 minutes, having the 4-player is like a 26-minute run. So yeah, it gets slower the more players you add.
Yeah, but so the Shadow speedrun, well, most of the speedruns are not most. Shadows and GK are just a solo speedrun done with 4 players.
Yeah, DE is quite interesting because you have to do obviously the more players you add, that player then needs a bow. So the strats get quite interesting with how you complete each bow in fast times.
Yeah, DE and Rev and Origins all have interesting co-op strats. ZNS co-op is just if you know how to do your challenge, you'll be good. But the ZNS co-op is very interesting because it's all adapting on the fly on who has the most challenge progress done.
I really like ZNS co-ops, they're really fun.
Yeah, ZNS 2P is probably my favorite 2P.
I'm gonna try to hit a quote skip here, by the way. Normally, Sophia, the robot, will like start talking for ages. But I'm gonna hit this trap, hopefully, and skip that quote.
Yeah, he's also gonna delay walking up stairs on Dragon's Den.
Oh, because she started talking, yeah.
So, you want to stay as far away from Sophie as possible, because she just starts waffling if you're close to her.
Yeah, she just started talking for no reason, and it makes it so I can't hit the quote skip.
Yeah, so
it's
this quote
kind
skip
of
saves
unlucky,
about like 45
but you can
seconds.
prevent it. If I was focusing like really hard, then I probably would have remembered, but who knows.
Yeah, it's a 45-second time save, more or less.
Yeah, because usually, like, she's talking so much right now, and she'll fly off. But if I skip that, this will just open up. I go straight into the boss fight.
Yeah, this map has... If you learn... That's one of the most important things about this map. Learning the quote skips, it saves about 2 minutes between all of them throughout the entire map.
Well, I hit the other two, didn't I? And then I missed...
Yeah.
Probably the most important one. Yeah.
It's also the newest one that we found. Because the other ones we knew were doable, we just didn't know how to do.
Yeah.
But this one we found accidentally. There are a ton of quote skips on this map, but the only ones that we found ways to force are the 3 that he attempted.
If I don't quick revive here, Nikolai will just instantly kill me. It's like a death barrier, because he's not meant to target me right now. But for some reason, he just does for like half a second. And if I don't have quick revive, for some reason, it just insta-kills me. It's really weird, but... So make sure you have quick revive if you come into the boss fight.
Yeah, it's the only map that requires you to have a perk to complete, I think.
I think so.
That I can think of, at least. Yeah, most people think you need Jug to complete an Easter egg. Just quick revive on that.
Doing this run with classic Gobblegums is quite difficult because you have to do the run essentially with no perks the entire time. And we were talking about how easy it is to die on this map on Megas, but take away all your perks and yeah, that's really tough.
Yeah, it's sketchy. Yeah, in a solo run of this, you do everything up to through most of your challenges with no jug. You just have double tap, and then you buy quick revive and jug as you're running back the dragon command.
He's getting a bit itchy, isn't he? He's just flying around everywhere. Usually
Yeah.
he
Oh,
breathes
Dragon
fire
Fire's
on
good,
me,
Dragon
but
Fire's
he's
good.
just flying around like a weirdo.
Yeah, so here, this is just another auto-scroller. He's just waiting for the dragon to get to the location, and then he's going to shoot it after Nikolai shoots it.
The Nikolai
knows
fight is
when
where it
to
gets
hit.
hard.
Yeah, this part's not very... Not too difficult. He can die if he gets, like, hit by a few manglers, but it's extremely unlikely that he will, especially with how much he's paying attention. These fireballs will ruin your day.
No,
Be careful, I prefer the fire. It's near impossible to die with the fire active, but with the fireballs it's very easy. You can actually start one of the song Easter eggs in the Nikolai portion of this boss fight. But
I wonder if I'll ever
just
find a
slow
way
to
to
do.
skip this.
Yeah, this is a 30-second cutscene.
In-game cutscene. I wonder if we'll ever find a way to skip it. I don't think we will,
Yeah.
but
In defeating the dragon,
It'd be a free WR if you did,
it would.
we must ask that
because you could be 30 seconds behind at boss center and then... Oh, you're ahead.
Alright,
This
so
cutscene skip.
this boss fight's really hard. He could just like... If he uses one attack, he'll use his minigun and it just shreds me. So I'm gonna have to hide if he does that.
Yeah, there's 3 attacks he does. He has miniguns, he has the wraps, and then he has the spikes. I don't know what they're called. You want him to do anything but the minigun.
Oh, we did rats. I thought I heard him do miniguns. Oh god.
Yeah, because he stands still for the other 2 attacks. So the wraps are the little meatballs that spawn in.
I have to be careful now. I've got rats
so that's-
chasing me.
And then there's the spikes. These spikes will do a lot of damage to you as well. Yeah, so this is where the boss fight can be a little difficult.
These rats go away.
This is just...
This is very messy.
yeah. Might be the nerves.
I thought I heard him do miniguns, so I started hiding. That was where it was scary. Yeah, that was so messy.
Yeah, so that boss can be done in about 10 seconds if
Yeah.
done perfectly. And in that situation, it could have been done in 10 seconds, but he was being a little safe. If he was going for record, he would have just tanked it.
Yeah, that was monk ass.
Putting in work on the broken
was-
top left court. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I was just trying to get that last one. You have to. There's like certain things that you have to shoot. It's just trying to get that last one so I can shoot. It opens around his stomach. And that'll kill him. But yeah, going to the last map now. What time? That was like a 38.
Yeah, very good GK time for a super.
Yeah, not bad.
All right one.
I think it
Yeah,
might
so
have been a 39 in the
Revelations.
end.
Very, very fun
I love
speedrun.
the speedrun. But
Very
I need the
annoying
box.
speedrun. Yeah, he needs the box to behave. Right, there's 2 things out of the box he needs. He needs the Apothecon Servant, so it's a giant squid gun. You'll hear him call it the squid. And he needs little Arnie's. Otherwise, he can't do anything about it. So hopefully he gets them. We're gonna pray for them, I guess. I don't know.
It's right, we'll just get good RNG.
Yeah, we'll just 2 hit the box. It just takes 2.
What have I done?
Yeah, so this is...
Yeah, we love Dr. Monty. He's got some weird quotes in this.
Yeah. I wonder if we'll say that he is that duck this game.
He is that duck.
I don't think he can because you're Richtofen and you don't really hear him talk.
Alright. Oh, because
Yeah,
I
he just
think you're right.
he just moans at you in this. Yeah, for Garad, right, if you want to do a high round strat, you do the Easter egg, and then if you do the Easter egg in under 90 minutes, you get to have unlimited Perkaholics throughout the game. Did you shoot the rocks?
Yep.
Okay.
First thing I
Sorry, the
did.
tombstones? Yeah, that's the first step of the Easter egg. But on GK, you want to reset for Richtofen because there's about a minute and a half of quotes that you just skip if you're doing a high round, if you're on Richtofen.
On GK?
Yeah. When you're setting up for high round, you reset for Richtofen. It's fast.
Well, because after the egg, just up there, it doesn't...
After the egg, it just waffles forever.
Oh, here it comes.
And timer doesn't stop.
There we go.
Yeah, because
Did I check
so he's hoping.
the other rock? The first one? I don't think I did.
I don't think so, but we're just gonna.
I'm gonna go
hope we can
check.
get it.
No, I'm gonna go check. I don't want to have to go back.
Okay. Yeah, so he got an amazing gun cycle, honestly, unless it's Verruct. If he gets Verruct rock, so yeah, that's what he's looking for as well. He's looking for a little triangle rock that the keeper has to protect.
Okay, it's not that. That's fine.
Yeah, this Easter egg doesn't really make a lot of sense. It took the longest by far to figure out how to solve.
I think they made it difficult for the sake of difficulty, didn't they?
They made it obscure. It's not really difficult, honestly.
Yeah, difficult to solve.
Yeah, like there's just half this egg is just a bunch of rocks that you're shooting.
Actually.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna say that was actually a question I had. Is like, how do people figure these Easter eggs out? Like when a new map is released.
Don't ask.
So a lot of the Easter eggs are solved by the map gives you hints. This map didn't give a hint. So you were just
good,
stuck.
normal.
But like, yeah, so like a map like Origins, right? If I don't know if you ever played it. I think you mentioned you did actually earlier. But you'll hear Samantha, the girl, always talking and blabbering about the Easter egg. And if you go in Zombie Blood on that map, she'll pretty much guide you in the right directions. Like she'll say, step 1, secure the keys, which that's not too clear, but later on in the Easter egg, she'll say unleash the horde or rain fire, things like that, and that kind of guides you in the right direction.
310.
But otherwise, it's just shooting random things and hoping for the best.
I think I missed one. I need to defend the keeper here, but if I just exit the spawn zone, all the zombies will just despawn, and I won't have to defend him. But you'll notice every single zombie will just be targeting him.
Yeah, so he's gonna leave here as fast as he can and hope that the keeper
I need to
doesn't
do the
die.
engine first. Alright.
Yeah. He's also hoping to get Arnie's before the bug ground, or before the keeper finishes,
Yeah,
and the
hopefully.
squid. So that you can see a very interesting skip being done.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I actually like
basically
what's happening.
Yeah, that'd be very cool to see. So there's a step that right after this, the keeper finishes, where he has to throw Arnie's inside holes in the big beast thing that's flying around the map.
It's really a stupid step.
Yeah, it's a very stupid step, especially because zombies can spawn inside those holes that you're trying to
And
throw
block
stuff
you,
into
yeah.
and block you. They can also spawn, or they can also fall out of bounds, even if you get it through the hole. Very annoying. But so Margwas are gonna spawn during that step, a lot of them, which are those tentacle monsters from the first map, if you remember. And they're very annoying to kill on this map because unlike Shadows of Evil, you can't actually bait the heads on this map. So what he's gonna do is end the bug ground and all of them will instantly die. We don't know why it happens, but I just know it does.
Yeah, it's
And
kinda
so you just
weird.
abuse it. Yeah, he's also looking at his timer right here to see when the beast is gonna come around because he needs to capture it.
Yeah, he comes
And-
around on the cycle.
Yeah, he's cycle based, so we remember it as a weed number plus or minus 40 seconds. It makes it very easy.
4 minutes 20.
Yeah,
Very
420
easy.
if that wasn't clear. Yeah, so he knows his keeper is still alive and well because the zombies are not attacking him. And
He will
now
be
we just
done in
hope
like
for
50 seconds, and now I'm just gonna gotta hit the box and hope I get what I need. I
he's
do have
holding his
more
fire
fire
sales
cells,
here.
which is really good.
for marathon safety. If it was like record pace, he'd be cycling right now. for safety reasons.
Oh, that's one.
Which one? The squid or
The wrong one.
The wrong one? Oh. So there's the squid.
Now I need the jazz.
So he's shooting a bunch of these little blue rocks in the sky. He won't really aim. I mean, he aims at them, but you won't really see him hesitate. He is shooting them because he needs to shoot them to be able to upgrade this weapon. In order to progress your egg, you have to upgrade it. Oh, you got the 5 bugs that you want. You got Arnie's.
If I get Arnie's, I'm at genuinely WR pace. Oh, I should have picked it up.
Yeah, you should have. Oh well. Yeah, so he's looking for little blue rocks in the sky. On the bug round, they're very difficult to see. But he knows exactly where to shoot. The reason why you need to pick up that weapon there, you can't actually spawn fire sales while there's one active or while there's a weapon despawning in the box from a fire sale. So that's why it was a mistake for him not to pick up the weapon, but it's not a big deal, as he still had to go pick up his reel.
Yes, I'm really hoping I get him here, so then I can show off the cool trick.
Yeah, was your box in mob or sorry, not mob, in Origins or?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, so here the Varix is useful for this map because he's going to be cross-mapping a couple things.
Oh,
you don't really need it, but it is nice to have.
Gonna keep that haymaker. I'll need it for later.
Yeah, that'll be useful for boss 1.
I got my rain. All I need is Arnie's.
Yeah, so unfortunately he can't progress right now. He needs the Arnie's. That is the next step.
I thought I got him. I got trip mines. Oh, he's a bit. Oh, there we
Spam
go.
interacting. You got him?
Yep.
Let's go. Best way to activate him. Oh, so sorry, I didn't mention that. For mob, it's very easy, and Shangri-La, it's very easy to start. You're just gonna wait for him, for mob at least, you're gonna wait for him to teleport to you at Barucht, and then you're gonna jump over immediately and stand on the rock, and he'll insta-start. For Shang, if you're in solo, you're gonna start him in the Origins footprint, in that location that you buy him there, and you just book it to Shang. And he should, and you just stand on the rock, he should insta-start. On Barucht, you can do something similar to Mob, but from Kino, or you can down yourself, and it's a very quick thing to do. He does it in WR if you want to see that run later on. You can look it up on YouTube, just Revelations. WR should come up as the first one. But you down yourself to start Barucht, and he'll revive you, and then he'll start. As long as you're far enough in. Did you brick? Oh.
What was that Margin mean?
Uh-oh.
There is still much to do.
Okay. I have to leave. That's so annoying. I have to redo the step. It's probably worth ending the run.
Yeah, because you're gonna have a bunch of Marglas chasing you.
Yeah.
So we'll still be able to see the skip, but just not it working, I guess, because he unfortunately downed. I'd buy quick revive before Marglas slams you.
Yeah, true.
Okay. If you be
That
Yeah, that was just unfortunate.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so now he has to redo the stat, which not a big deal. You get to see more gameplay. But normally he would finish throwing all his all the Arnies, and then he didn't even shoot all the rocks. Did he shoot E?
What?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I shot D.
You needed to buy a Vesper or something. Should have mentioned that earlier. I have to leave to get a max anyway, probably. So this is where this step can be annoying, because a zombie can just spawn and grief him.
Oh, I missed one. I didn't realize. Oh, well,
Yeah.
this is horrible. Did I get blocked?
I think he did.
Okay. That was kind of awkward.
I couldn't really tell.
Yes, this would be what we call a dead run.
Yeah, and if it was a normal Revelations run or a normal Super Egg run, he would have reset, but he'll be able to complete it. He just needs to get
I
2
see the
max
max,
ammos, or 3
yeah.
max ammos.
Become a pacifist. Probably not, but maybe. I have but a few bullets left.
That is not the drop I needed. I could leave and just go get my rain.
Yeah. So this
Probably
Easter egg's
better.
very linear. Yeah, probably. Because either way, you have to get 3 max ammos. But this
Yeah.
Easter egg's very linear in that he has to do certain things before he progresses. It's not like ZNS or DE where he can do other things while waiting for something to go on.
What I really want. But I'm used to such.
Dang, that's really unfortunate.
Yeah, it's weird that I have to do the step again because you saw me spawn in like 6 out of 9 of my Margwas. But I have to respawn those. It's really strange.
Yeah, the step requires someone to be not downed while in there, so him downing failed it, basically.
Yeah, very much.
There was no way for him to salvage that at that point. Are there any questions? Because at this point I don't have anything else to explain before the next step.
I suppose it would be.
In chat, you can ask
Hey.
questions too. I have that open.
I guess what's your favorite map to run?
Probably Shadows.
Could be this game, could be any game.
Oh, I'm a big Voyage of Despair fan. For some reason, don't ask me why, but I just am. But yeah, Shadows of Evil is probably my favorite. Otherwise, that's a really fun speedrun. I think it's like the least RNG map, so that's probably why I like it the most. All right, well, I got a max
Yeah.
out, which is really nice. Means I can choose my other ring later.
My favorite's probably, well, my favorite depends on what I feel like running. I like all the maps, honestly,
Yeah, they're all solid.
but I like running either Origin solo or like a ZNS co-op. Origin's 4P is very fun too. I don't know, I'm just a fan of this game.
Actually, we've had a couple questions from chat. How do these skills, or do these skills, translate into multiplayer?
I'm terrible at multiplayer, so
Yeah, probably just aim. I don't know.
yeah, even aim. I know how the zombies work and how they move. I don't know how people move, so like
Yeah,
I don't need
exactly.
to worry about it.
I don't know why there's
I-
other Magor. Is he scaring me? Or is
Yeah, Jack though is very good at multiplayer. Well, not multiplayer, but shooters. He's the top rank in Overwatch. No, I'm good at League. But
I feel
that's
that.
more- this game is more knowledge based
Oh,
than
I fell
mechanics
for the floor.
based than anything. Oh wow, that was a little
already
scary.
through that one? Oh, of course.
Yeah, you did.
There you when I needed this before.
Okay, you have a max.
So yeah, this guy spawning here is real. Oh, that's really lucky. Actually.
Yeah, so the nuke there is actually really good for him. The nukes on every map other than Garad Provi, for the most of the Easter egg, nukes delay spawns. So the nukes there allowed him to essentially get a free Arnie
Gives
throw
me
in
time.
without,
Yeah.
without a zombie, without the risk of a zombie blocking him. Yeah, So he knows that this is the last set of Margwas and that the step is going to complete because it's the Void zombie, the Void Margwas. They're always the last set.
All right. That wasn't very good, but we moved.
Game time now. So now's the fun part. Now he's gonna cross map some stuff. Please pick up the reel.
I did.
Okay. I didn't hear it. Oh, I also don't have audio on, I guess.
I'll pack a punch my haymaker later on, since I need to go back in there for another step later.
Yep.
But for now, I'll just place a reel there, and then we'll go shoot our bones.
Yeah, so
The
this
Vesper's
part
gonna
in a
be quiet,
co-op
I
run
think.
is super fun because you're done at this stuff in under a minute in a co-op.
Yeah, ever since
solo,
from
though, you
picking
gotta
up
run
that
on the
reel
map.
first and placing it, it's what? It's like 50
It's a
seconds
50-second
to starting
split.
this next step, yeah.
Yeah, if you do it insanely well, you could do it in like 45 seconds, 45, 46. But anything 50 seconds or below is good. Yeah, so he's shooting these little rocks to make a bone appear, and then he's going to shoot the bone at the squid. Your weapons, both the squid and the weapon that you're shooting with, have to be upgraded. Otherwise, it won't work.
Yeah, we call this thing the squid, by the way, not the apothecary servant. It's just easier, you know. It is the
Yeah.
squid.
Yeah, so like in a co-op run, you'd run from Baruch to spawn, then shoot this bone right here, Origins, from Noct, along with the other 3 bones that we call insides. We'll see them when he gets there. He has a haymaker here, so he doesn't have to worry about buying a KRM. But if he didn't have a haymaker, right there is where you'd buy a KRM or anything to kill in the first boss. Because you want a shotgun or a thunder gun for the first boss.
There we
So
go.
shooting. Yeah, so it looks like he was aiming at nothing there, but there's a little rock that was protruding to the side, and there's a little rock protruding in the other locations. He just knows exactly where to shoot.
It's
So
a
you
bit
can see
awkward
them
with the
if you're-
Vesper because the recoil's really bad, but
Dude, these are so precise. How did anybody figure this out?
Yeah.
usually
so
you have
that's
to do
why
like a
this-
wall run and using the anti-grav, you can you have to jump off a wall run mid-air and 180 shoot it, but we can just shoot it from Noct real easily.
Yeah, that's
it
why
a
a
lot
lot
easier.
of a lot of players run the Varix 3 scope, so it lets you zoom in, get a very easy shot. Because you can see them, it's just very difficult, and especially on stream where the compression's there, you're not gonna be able to see it. But if you were on your own game, you'd be able to see it if you know where to look.
DJ, me and my team were the first in the world to complete the Forsaken Easter egg. That was me, Kooky, Scrappy, and Big Boy.
Yeah, I think
So
they
shout
also hide
out to
chat.
those guys.
Yeah, most of the chat has been a bunch of our friends. It's very cool to see the show up, or them show up and support us.
Especially the UK guys. I know it's late.
Yeah, it's 6:30 a.m. for you guys.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the one downside of this show is there are so many European runners. I'm like, yeah, you should come on and showcase your game. They're like, oh, cool. What time? It's like 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah, you said to me, I was like, I mean, I can ruin my sleep
Not gonna
schedule
say
for it.
no.
I
Yeah,
basically
so
live by an
you're just-
American sleep anyway. Run co-op with these guys at 2 in the morning. It's not good, but there we are.
Yeah, this step you're just aiming at little blue rocks in the sky to focus the laser on Sophie. Sophie from the garage, this is where she came. And you just escort her now. A lot of escorts in the last 2 maps.
Yeah.
He's trying to end the round here because the next step he does need to fill a bunch of soul boxes.
I know everything's gone to hell in a handbasket,
Ending the round is good.
but I'm really glad to see
He's trying to get back to raindrops because this is it's the last gumball he needs, or that he would like. He doesn't really need it.
I'm really going
very
to try
nice
and get
to
it.
have.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the
Without,
Vesper.
usually you would have a HVK or an ICR and it makes the boss fight easy.
Yeah, the second boss.
Yeah. I basically just got to wait in here for a little bit now. Pick up that book. Little thing you can do is a wisp in spawn, and you can place it here, and it'll give you 3 pack-a-punch weapons. But obviously, I'm using mega gumballs. I don't really need to do that. I have plenty of money.
Yeah, that wisp only spawns when you've completed the super egg successfully, including Shadows of Evil.
Oh, really?
Essentially, yeah.
I actually didn't know.
And you have to have every Easter egg done. If you skip any of them, it won't work. It's not like the RK5.
Oh, wait, so you have to get it done in like one session?
No, not
Oh,
one
okay.
session.
Just time.
Over time. No, that'd be crazy. It'd be,
I was about to say,
if
wow.
Each Easter egg
Yeah.
takes 2 hours a piece for a casual player, and it'd be 10 hours of gameplay. That's not going to happen.
Yeah, that'd be brutal. I got the worst
Yeah.
egg spawn here. In each location, there are 4 different egg spawns. I need to collect them and charge them with zombie souls. I got the worst one there. It's not really much of a time loss since they're all fairly close together. But you know, these things add up.
Yeah. But the reason why we know that Wisp takes every Easter egg done is because a friend of mine had every Easter egg but Shadows done, actually. And we thought because he had the RK5 it would spawn in, but he went to run solo and it wasn't there. So only the host needs to have all the Easter eggs done, but you kind of want it.
So is that like if you do this, you just have to complete them once, and then at any point when you do this
Yeah.
map, it'll show up?
Yeah, it's a reward, basically.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but like as a speedrunner, you want everything to help you, basically.
Right.
So you not so much for megas, but for no-gums and classics, you pick up the Wisp, and you just have to make it to the teleporter room, that room that he was just in to pick up the book, without taking damage. So you pick it up right before you teleport. It's very easy, especially with how loaded out you get. Oh yeah, I should probably be a little quiet here.
Yeah.
The stuff he needs to listen to where everything is.
That's the way. Yeah,
there's
I've only just worked that out now. I can actually hear that egg there from underneath. I'm gonna have to go around, because otherwise going back down through all the zombies is gonna get me killed. We'll pick up Al's hat for the style points. There we
Yeah,
go.
he needs the drip. Yeah, this hat, you know,
Have to get it.
some people say it does stuff, but it doesn't really do anything, but don't tell them that.
Style points.
Yeah, it gives you drip. Right. Always need the drip.
I see.
Oh, does it show up in your player picture? That's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it shows up on your model as well. There's a way to show that.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone in my game can see me being stylish.
Yeah. It's fun.
I have to wait for it to like glow before I can start killing. Slow it down a little bit, but I'm gonna want to thin out the round, but not fully end it right here. Since I'm gonna end it in the spawn room, which is where I'm going next.
Ending the round is fast, but very risky.
Yeah, it's not very safe. You can just come into spawn and there'll just be 100 zombies when it dudes.
Yeah, I've
Oh, that is
died.
perfect RNG right there.
I think everyone's died in spawn because they end the round trying to be fast.
Yeah, right there, that egg and symbol spawn is perfect. Because when I go to each area, I'm looking for the symbol, which you hear by the beeping, and also another egg. I'm getting them not only first location for both, but next to each other. It's just, I can't ask for a better.
Yeah, and the spawn one can lose a lot of time because there's 2 egg locations in spawn, and then there's actually 2 more on the other island. And if you go to the other island, it's just another 20-second time loss for no reason other than you got unlucky. Because all the symbols are in spawn, but the eggs aren't.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is another soul box. It's just a sphere around it. Well, sphere-ish. I don't know the actual shape. Pretty sure it's what it is. It's like the Shadows one from earlier. Yeah, this map has a lot of callbacks to the old other Easter eggs. And all the other maps that you can see. It's like a...
I'm not, did I hear it? I actually don't know.
I don't know.
I did. Wow,
listening
okay.
with audio.
When I ran up to that wall, I was meant to hear like the beeping for the symbol, but I guess I missed it.
Yeah, it's very faint and very easy to miss. Especially with me not shutting up.
I mean, that's your job, isn't it?
Yeah.
quite fortunate I was able to slip through there, honestly. I was worried I was going to have to end
Yeah.
around.
Yeah, we're lucky that he's playing solo and not a co-op, because if he was off host right there, he's dead.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm used to playing on, what, 150 ping on American lobbies? Like,
Oof.
Yeah.
yeah,
And co-op spawns more zombies, right? I actually legitimately
yeah.
don't know much about that.
they do,
Yeah,
and
so there's,
faster spawn rate as well.
Yeah, so it's a 24 zombie cap in solo. I believe in co-ops it's +6 per player.
Huh.
But so it's not that big of a deal because it's divided across people.
I've spent way too long in here.
I forget what it is exactly.
I got a
Oh,
panzer.
wow. Wait, you got a panzer? That mini boss, right? That spawns based off how long you've been inside the... You're gonna get another one too, actually, coming around.
I got Margot.
Yeah. So if you're in there for too long, you can get a Panzer or a Margot to spawn, depending. And round 12, you also get a 12 or 11, one of the two. You can get a Margot or Panzer spawn.
I have 2 hits into my
What?
gun cycle right now.
First room players of the snap are insane.
Oh, I know. yeah.
They've got some icy movement. Like, this is one
Is
of, if
it-
not the hardest first movement.
Is that people that like only stay in the first room?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they get
How?
to the highest round possible in the first room. So they have the RK5, they have the Shiva, and they got quick revive.
No way.
No pack a punch or nothing. They
No,
make it.
yeah, no nothing, and they get
They're
some
about the
40s, dude. It's
hours,
crazy.
1, 2. The Shadows of Evil's first room is like round 42, which is crazy because it's just a finale. I don't know how we do it.
Yeah, they so Shadow of the Evil, they have those pods around the map. You didn't really pop any because you didn't need anything from them, but you can get weapons and stuff out of them. On Shadows of Evil, you reset to get, I think it's the Locust out of it, and that's just what you use to kill, because that thing puts in work. The first rooms on this map, if you want to get very good at surviving, you play a first room.
Jeez, 40 and I can't believe that. That's wild.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. Okay. I fat finger death.
Oh. So he was he's putting in a code there, and he accidentally put the wrong code in. Not a big deal,
My
it's just an end around
throw
now.
Arnie key and my interact key are next to each other. So I tried to throw in Arnie and accidentally clicks F. So yeah, that's
So
just
the
me.
Revelations first room record with no guns is around 43. So you don't get anything to help you survive, which is insane.
That didn't end the round. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to flip it around before I can go back in there.
I'd argue like Rev is probably the hardest first room for Black Ops 3, not including Chronicles.
Really?
Rev or Shadows, one of them. I guess.
I was thinking
I don't know how
SOE, but I mean, I'm not a first room player, so I don't know.
Well, Shadows is difficult too, but you learn how to train in Shadows. But one mistake and you're dead.
I think Tonesound in chat. Are you a first roomer or? I know you do something with Pirates.
Shadows records around 40. You're right.
Yeah.
Mistake.
All right, let's not fat finger this time.
Yeah, the rest are in the 50s or 60s. GK is only 49.
Two, three, four. 2, 3, 4, 1.
There's a lot of different ways to play this game. Some people high round, some people do first rooms and no jugs and Easter eggs, even round speedruns. And you learn a lot just from playing with different people. Like, I've learned a lot of this game just from doing round speedruns because it teaches me spawn locations and round times. Because there are, like, set times for how long each round is going to take at least. This step here is all RNG. There's 6 symbols that it cycles through.
That was good.
It has, yeah. So he got what, like 8 there?
8 and 9, yeah. I think the lowest you can get is 4. Max is like, God, like 24. Yeah.
Yeah, so it has to cycle through all 6. These locations, there's 2 locations on each side. He's gonna try to insta-kill all of them. He gets 2 Margos per phase. He's gonna throw an Arnie to the Furies, which are those little gorilla-looking things on the ground.
This next one's a little
so that they don't attack
scary, isn't it? The fire one.
Yeah, I'll stay quiet.
Yeah, I'm alright. If they spawn in the
so-
fire, it can be a bit scary to kill them, but we're fine.
Yeah, this is where you want the Thunder Gun, because the Thunder Gun guarantees you insta-kill everything. The Haymaker, you should insta-kill everything, but there's a chance you don't.
Failing that, he's run the KRM shotgun. I didn't throw a thingy.
It's fine, this one's delayed spawns.
Yeah.
So for the anti-grav one, you want to delay throwing the Arnie anyway, because
They spawn in later.
they spawn in late. And I'm also being a little quiet because he needs to hear where the Margos are spawning. Yeah, so this is
Here's the cool
probably
part.
the most fun step in the Easter egg by
Let's hope
far.
I don't suck.
Yeah,
I did practice
so there's
earlier,
a lot of
but
very cool stuff.
it's late, so...
Yeah, please melee through the doors. Don't do what
Oh,
I
of
did.
course.
Yeah, so if he doesn't melee through the door, he can't actually complete the egg. I mean, he'd have to down himself, and he can probably complete it, but
Then it's just hard.
it does just, you know, avoid having to down yourself, please.
Yeah, I
There's
was
these
playing
6
yesterday. I tried to hit a mid-air shot on this one right here as I was jumping over. My ball actually got stuck like under the rock there, and it wouldn't let me pick it up. So that's another soft block for you.
Yeah, there's 6 toys. It's really funny that in the code it actually calls it the toys that you're collecting, and you're just trying to bring them back so that you can go into the boss. So here he's gonna shoot, not shoot, but throw the ball at 2 locations, being the Origins Ice Tombstone, if you're familiar with that that map, and the poster in Mob of the Dead. If you've ever done that Easter egg, there's a poster that you need to either hit with the Hell's Retriever or throw a grenade at to progress the Easter egg. And
Yeah,
he
but
just hit
these
both 'cause-
throws are kind of difficult. Like, they take some practice. There's another one at Shangri-La that I'm gonna hit that like you're not even gonna be able to see what I'm throwing. I'm just gonna cross map it.
Yeah, and each of these skips that you see him doing probably save between 10 and 20 seconds each. So between the 3 of them, close to a minute time save.
We have tried, none have succeeded, except
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, so he's just, you know, the best player on the planet. There's a reason why he has the record, and he's the one showcasing this game.
Did you not see me throwing Arnie's?
Yeah, so listen, right, we're not going to talk about that. So this is the final boss.
It's
I'm
very
pretty good.
lackluster, honestly.
Yeah, it's a very lackluster boss. It's just like the Shadows one. You're just gonna kill and fill up the summoning key, which is what he was throwing around. And then you're gonna capture the Shadow Man again, just like in Shadows of Evil. So you're back to square one. He's throwing an Arnie for to make sure it gets kills. And right now it's just another soul box. This game's just filled with soul boxes.
Oh, I know. Could be done in a second.
Yeah, he's probably gonna hit the nuke after he throws the summoning key, just so that he has this con delay to use to be able to capture the Shadow Man.
There we go. And that's
so
the
once you
super egg. Oh. Yeah, it's
so
a
we'll
bit of
call
a
time.
marathon, but yeah, we'll call time at the... Well, you see all the
At the
toys
appropriate
spawning.
time. Yeah, we'll just call it anyway because we're not gonna know. Can't be familiar with every game.
Oh, of course. So we TP, we go into the room, and that's time right there. That's the super egg complete. So yeah, God, what was my time check out at? Like 2:30 summit, I'd assume, like high 30s.
Yeah, 240.
Just rough estimate.
Little over 248.
That's with low times, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
that's
okay.
with low time.
Real time.
So probably call it
And the
like
bathroom
240.
break.
which is a little bit off WR, but you know, it's not bad. But
Hey,
the WR
I mean,
to this is very good, so.
The 248 also included you resetting the first map.
Right,
Yes.
yes, yeah, there you are.
Yeah, and the bathroom break and...
No, we paused for
No,
that.
possible.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, GG, so that was fun.
But yeah, so once again, if people want to, pick up these runs, what's the best place to do that?
I think definitely stopping by our streams, and if you have any questions whatsoever, like we'll help you out. And even if you stream as well, very often we'll come into your stream because we're looking on the Black Ops 3 tab, we're seeing a timer, we're like, okay, a new speedrunner or something, so we want to go in and we'll help you.
Yeah, we try to guide everyone in the right direction.
Yeah.
If you have a timer on, that's the best way to get us. It's like putting out bait.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, and once one of us finds us, we have a Discord with the speedrunners.
Yeah.
We'll just invite them.
But yeah, I think we're trying
Good
to
to
get
go.
some more guides out at the moment. We've got a Shadows of Evil Easter eggs tutorial for the speedrun. That's on my YouTube channel. I know Mikey's got some videos on things like how to solve the GK valve step fast. There's a way to tell which robots are coming on Origins, which is very useful for the speedrun. So yeah, hopefully in the coming months we're going to be cutting out more guides, more tutorials, and yeah, I really want this community to be accessible because I love it.
Yeah.
I posted up the ZWR site. So that's
Yeah.
actually
Oh,
where
yeah,
I found a lot of
that's-
the information about this.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's the website. That's the most up-to-date location for the records.
Yeah. Yeah, our community is
it's-
a bit weird. We don't use speedrun.com, mainly because
Yeah.
traditionally
wanna be
zombies is high rounds, right? But obviously we're a bit of a niche in that with the speedrunning, and I think we've grown quite well. It's fun.
Yeah, the community has grown quite a lot in the past few years. It's very nice to see. Yeah. If you have any questions that we didn't answer or that we missed throughout the stream, just feel free to join any of our streams and we'll answer them. Most
Yep.
of us are... I know me and Jack are always popping through people's streams and trying to figure out who's who. Like scouting the competition.
All right.
Yeah, well, awesome. Hey,
that's
thank
all
you
I've got
guys
to
very much
say.
for... Yeah, thank you very much for
Thank you for
coming on
having
and
us.
showing up.
No, thanks for having us, man.
Definitely want to look at doing more of this, doing maybe a co-op showcase at some point. Because
Yeah, that'd be cool. Co-op's
be
less
awesome.
RNG as well, so
Co-ops are
Yeah.
less RNG and some different strats.
yeah, for
of course,
sure.
of course. But yeah, thank you.
Yeah, of course. All right. Well, so that's everything for tonight. Thank you all for coming by and watching. If you missed the Black Ops showcase, or if you missed the TF2 showcase, or if you missed the Kaizo showcase right before this, youtube.com/gamesdonequick. These will all be uploaded in the next couple days or so. So you can go back and rewatch it there. Not much else to say. SGDQ 2022 coming up at the end of June. Only a couple slots left from what I saw. I think there's like less than 10 now. So if you want to go, register by May 23rd, and we'll see you in Minnesota. And that's all for tonight. Stay tuned tomorrow for Hades, as well as Mega Man Star Force 2, starting at 7 p.m. Eastern. And we'll see you guys then.